Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly drunk, though. Mostly
drunk. Always encouraged, but never mandatory. Love telling that joke. This is the last time we're going to be telling that joke in 2024. This is the last show of the year. I'm so excited.
It's the last motherfucking show of the year.
That is how linear time works.
That is how it works, so I'm told. I am your host, Jedi Master Grayson. I'm joined as always by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
Oh, that's me. Hey,
that's you.
How's it going, ladies and gents? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I am tip top, best day of my life. Ready to talk some shit.
But I can't do it without my boy Jeff.
That's right. He is practically family. But
did I do that right? I didn't look at it.
I think you pointed the right direction. Yeah, he's practically family, but y'all just hate him because he's light skinned. What is up, Neil?
Fair. I am in fact light skinned.
That is true.
He is lighter skinned than y'all. That is true.
There's Italians and Germans out there that they're all nice and tan and olive complexion, and I'm just sitting here soaking up all the fucking Irish in my blood. Okay.
I met an Italian woman named Irish today, which I was befuddled by. I didn't want to ask her any questions.
Well, you should.
I would have so many questions. None would be inappropriate. Everyone would be stupid.
You don't have to ask her any questions because you already know her parents hate her.
No, I want to know. All right, what type of food does she like? Where she like to vacation? Beer or wine? I've got so many thoughts right now. None of them are intelligent. All of them exactly describe my personality.
All the thoughts.
What was your parents' favorite choice of drugs? Like all these questions.
Where were you conceived?
Where were you conceived? Let us know in the comments.
Turns
where
out
were you conceived?
They don't know shit about Ireland. They're just fans of Notre Dame. Just make it all around awful. They watched the movie Rudy too many times and she was born a girl.
Just really big fighting Irish fans.
It's actually her middle name. Her first name is Fighting.
So I actually go by my middle name, Irish.
Her middle name is Fighting, but she's Scottish.
No. But let's
see, I don't have the crickets close by. It's a sad story.
You don't need crickets if everybody's laughing at the joke.
Yeah, the comedian is supposed to tell the jokes, not laugh at them, buddy. You're good.
Oh, my bad.
I'm so excited about tonight's show. It's the last show of the year. We have so much to talk about. Obviously,
also,
we weren't here last week.
Who cares about it being the last show of the year? Well, I mean, that's just a little.
I could have sworn I saw us on there last week.
We definitely were on last week, and everybody who watched last week, thank you so much. Nobody watched Bantha Bunch show Thursday. Everybody was like, "I'm Christmas faded. I'm not watching YouTube today." But shout out to everybody who watched Monday. But yeah, this one is really live. This is really happening.
Really live.
But this is the 200th episode of the Drunk Banthas podcast today. 200 episode, man. So just want to say Jeff's been here for about 50 something, maybe 60 something episodes.
Yeah.
So
you guys have just immense patience.
Nah, he's an integral part of the cool light. Oh yeah, thanks. I forgot we didn't say anything about this. This is a little light. It says the Drunk Banthas 2020. The reason it says 2020 is because this is the year we started the channel.
Yes, it is in 2020.
Yeah, It's So today is a big day for us. It's the end of the year. It's the last show of the year. It's motherfucking 200th episode, but we got 200 more coming for y'all, so it don't really matter.
Okay, let's do it.
Got another 200 coming.
All the time.
Yeah, we are. But look, if y'all make sure you like and subscribe, if y'all having fun, if you haven't yet, please. If you have, I already thanked all y'all on Thursday, so please go look at the Bantha Bunch show from last week. Because I thanked every member, every subscriber that was new. I gave everybody all the love. So again, I appreciate all y'all. We appreciate all y'all. And we can't do this shit without you. But
I mean, we could, but it would not be.
Well,
it'd be pointless.
Alex would have quit a long time ago. If you got, I would still be here.
It
Alex
would just be the two of us just talking over each other and just being like, just talking about things we remember about Alex and trying our best to ruin his life from afar.
And constantly reminding people he hates women.
He invented dragons because of how much he hated gremlins.
That's right, because he hates Christmas. That's why he hates the gremlins.
Also clearly hate Christmas. All things that are good. I hate.
We're so sorry to tell you, Alex had to leave the show because he was allergic to happiness.
Yeah, he hates children and women, and so he goes first all the time.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, like really appreciate everybody who's been stuck around since the beginning, who are new fans, new members. Like a few years ago, I made a stupid video about the old guard, and for some reason, got a lot of people who decided to watch it, and that gave me a little bit of motivation to keep on making these stupid ass videos and talking about stupid shit with my friends. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to watching our stupid shit. We're gonna keep making stupid shit for several years, hopefully. So yeah, cheers.
Indeed, we will.
Amazing elevator pitch.
Sorry. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. So that's how you get out of a.
Cheers.
It's all water, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, we just drink water in doses. We got to stay hydrated. Real quick, I just want to
suggest pace yourself.
Water.
You drink. You don't drink it in small portions. You forget to breathe. That's just dangerous to your health.
Yeah. You ever heard of overhydrating? Google it. I just want to remind you guys to consider perusing through our merchandise store where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and all kinds of cool stuff with our stupid name on it. You never. And I've never had her.
Continue. But I just realized the other day I'm like the comedian on the Neil deGrasse Tyson show. Like that's what
Star
I do.
Talk. That's a great fucking podcast, and that's a great fucking person to be compared to.
Yeah,
even if you're doing it yourself.
I wasn't gonna say the name, but yeah, Chuck Nice. I'm stealing your job in a few years, buddy. I'm coming.
That'd be my fucking dream.
Working his way up the podcast ladder.
That would be
just get to talk with a brilliant person and just ask questions nonstop. God, instead I got you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, producer P is very brilliant. So at least you have.
You never let her talk.
Yeah, tell her as do some goddamn work. Shit.
Well, I guess if we want to bring in people I want to talk to, we should probably make a little more money. Which I mean, like, I guess the best way we could do that is if like people bought stuff from the merch store. I wonder what they could find in a merch store.
Yeah, what could they find there?
King of segues.
All kinds of stuff. Hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, thermoses.
Thermostats.
You got thermoses now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got thermoses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not thermostats though. I was making that
up. Surprisingly, the aprons sell pretty well.
It's really weird.
Get yourself one of those.
Got some aprons. Yep.
Also, don't forget to tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time to the Bantha Bunch, hosted by your favorite cousin Bill.
It's me.
Billiam, what are you guys going to be talking about?
Well, this Alex will be talking about Outlaw Johnny Black and a little Squid Game, probably. Okay. No, we're definitely going to talk some Squid Game. I will have finished the whole thing by Thursday.
Yeah, you got some time. It just
9 hours of television. I'm ready, baby. Don't fucking play me out like
Put your binge boots on. It's time to watch Squid Game.
Yeah, baby.
I'm excited to hear that
I
conversation.
haven't watched
it
a
yet.
single episode of either season.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? That's interesting. That would be a good thing for you to just binge watch on like a holiday,
I
like
don't have
Martin Luther
Netflix.
King Day. Oh, you don't have Netflix. Well, I'm also trying to set up I already set up a Drunk Banthas channel, NerdsAtNite channel Netflix account, because I don't think Blake has Netflix either. So definitely gonna be.
I got annoyed when they took away
Yeah.
when they were like, you can only use it in your house. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
You know
unless you
how many
pay for it.
services
I
I
think
pay for and I give to everyone else?
I think now you can use multiple devices if you've paid for it.
Yeah, you have to pay for the privilege. It's just so annoying. I don't know.
But yeah,
Netflix has gotten considerably less fun over the last 10 years. But
it has.
Squid Game, yeah, the first season was good. I'm excited.
But
to
they
see
should
what the
totally
second season
sponsor
holds.
us.
Wait a minute. Did you say Netflix has gotten what?
Considerably less fun over the last 10
Oh
years.
no, I don't agree with that. Because see, I would never say anything bad about Netflix. Alex,
They did send us a lot of shit.
they
so.
sent us so much shit,
Bro.
and they are so dope and nice. Actually, I'm gonna tell you this: got a lot of stuff from a lot of other production
Frothy, I see what
companies
you
and
did there.
studios. Let me tell you something. Their shit was actually no bullshit, not kissing ass. They were the best presented, like
Package.
screeners.
Yeah.
Like the package was dope. People was asking me like what we do when they saw our neighbors. They were like, "What do y'all? Wait a minute, I saw y'all got some Netflix." I'm like, bitch, quit bothering asking what the fuck
Mind
we
your
doing.
business.
Mind your business. So yeah, shout out to Netflix, man.
Shout out to Little Frothy who said Netflix is a joke. Rim shot. That was
Could
comedy.
be way worse. You know what? It could be worse. That's yeah.
And speaking of
I don't know if
movies-
she even. I hope she knows that was a. I hope that was intentional for her because I don't know.
Of course
if
it
she,
was.
I hope so. It sounds like something she would actually say. Like,
Unintentionally genius. Little Frothy.
Life imitating art.
there it is.
But speaking of Netflix and movies and such, I also wanted to remind you guys that the Drunkies nominees have been officially announced. That's right. The Drunk Banthas Awards, aka the Drunkies, 2025 are coming around the corner. And the nominees have been announced. The polls will be open soon, where you fans can vote on your favorite nerdy TV shows and movies of the year. Let's see what we got here. You got the best movie, best monkey movie. There was surprisingly a lot of. Are you just gonna do that the whole time?
Have music. I gotta do it.
Which, by the way, I already know my favorite and the one that I want to get. I want to give a drunk Razzie to one of those.
From the best movie category?
Nope, monkey.
Oh, best monkey movie?
Maybe we should do that for the end of the year next year.
I
do
thought
a Razzies.
I thought about that, but I want to just keep it because we talked about it before. Like we've gone back and forth. The conversations come up, but
yeah, I said
we're
gonna do it, and you said no. But we gonna
no, that's not how it goes.
No, I'm joking. I don't even know what he's about to say, America.
But we all collectively, I think it was like 4 of us who were having this discussion. We were just like, let's just keep it more positive. It's not as fun to just like punch down on movies. Let's just celebrate.
Disagree.
Totally disagree. But
okay, I guess I was the only person in that conversation.
no. That doesn't mean that you.
Guess we know who voted that way.
We just know which way you voted. That's all.
But yeah, we got the best monkey movie. Surprisingly, a lot of monkey movies this year. The best high concept comedy, best horror movie, best animated movie, best drama series, best comedy series, best animated series, best cameo, and best upsetting birth scene. Also, way surprising that there are more than just 2 of those this year. But yeah, guys, check that out on the Drunk Banthas. Check out the nominees on the Drunk Banthas channel and the community page. Next week, we're going to be dropping all of the polls for the nominees, so you can vote on your favorite nominee in each category.
If you're not familiar, this is not our choice. This is your choice.
This is your choice. Exactly, Jeff. Thank you for mentioning that, because we're not going to have any control over who wins any of this, guys.
Which is why I won't be there.
We do.
Something like that. You guys are going to get shit wrong.
We do, in fact, have a vote in the NAACP Image Awards.
We do.
But
I, in fact, do not.
no, we're gonna let you vote too. We're gonna sneak you in there. We're gonna sneak you in without nobody knowing. No, I'm joking. We will sneak you in though. We'll sneak you into the award show. We don't have to sneak you into the vote because that's not possible. Can't sneak a vote.
We just ask you what you think, and then.
But yeah, we don't have a vote in the drunkies, so make sure you go sign up, subscribe, like. I don't even think you have to be subscribed to vote.
Yeah, you don't.
But you bitch ass motherfuckers better be subscribed. God damn it.
And it's always fun watching like the polls light up, because like last year when we did the drunkies, people were voting like crazy. Like it got really competitive. We actually had one of the
more people voted than watched these fucking videos.
I know, right? Like when I posted the nominees, we got like more likes on the community page than usual. Like,
what the fuck do y'all think we do, y'all? Come on, god damn it!
Be involved.
People have been waiting all year for the drunkies, and I'm
community.
I love that we had this idea. I can't remember which one of us had the idea, but I know it was me. No, I'm joking.
I will say, I do think one thing about this year's drunkies should change, and that's that the movie's called Inside Out 2.
Oh yeah, there's several typos in the nominees. If you look in the cameos, you'll see that Jameel White showed up in Skeleton Crew. So look out for that non-existent.
Everybody remember Jameel. Everybody remember Jameel.
He was the deleted episode of fuck. What was that show called? Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Family Matters.
Thank you. I was gonna say he was like the most boring conversion of the Urkel machine, and I just
well, look,
I saw your brain shut down in mid joke.
Yeah, the fact that you remember the Urkel machine is just enough.
Well, who doesn't? Motherfucker came on as Bruce Lee one time. That was the best shit ever.
That was pretty crazy.
That was when TV got good. It was like, hey, we're doing okay. Then it hit the best it's ever been. Fonzie jumped a fucking shark. Then nothing. Then Urkel, Bruce Lee. The two highest points in television. And just no one remembers.
Was the Urkel machine like the transformation machine? Was that like the shark that they jumped? Was that?
I feel like that was the jumping of the shark.
Was that the moment?
Yeah, I think that's the 90s jump.
That was when it was
that or the horror episodes when there were possessed puppets of each of the characters that was trying to kill them all.
that's when you got motherfuckers doing way too much cocaine in the show, in the writing room. That's just what happened.
They had amazing episodes dealing with institutionalized racism, and then they were like, but guys,
that first season,
what if Urkel knew karate?
What if you watch the first season and the last season like back to back? You will lose your mind. You will actually have to check yourself into a hospital,
and then you'll be like, "What happened to the daughter?" You can watch the whole goddamn series from front to back and be like, "Where is the daughter?
When did she disappear?"
It's like they started the show with professional writers, then they ended the show hiring us.
That's what they were the same writers. They just did more cocaine.
That's what
if they hired us at that age doing cocaine. If you hired a bunch of a bunch of 9-year-olds high on cocaine, that's what those last 2 seasons of Family Matters turned into.
Before this episode turns into an episode of Family Matters Breakdown, I am going to make sure we get to our buddy Jeff for Jeff.
That's right. You can catch us on Family Matters Fridays, but
Corner.
Yeah, let's.
And I have no
Oh
music.
god,
for it
we bring back
because-
TGIF, and
is
we
Reading
literally
Rainbow there?
only have 30 minutes to talk about each show before we're kicked off to the next one.
Yes.
Anyway,
Is Reading Rainbow on there?
I don't think
all
so.
right. We are, by the way, heads up, guys. I don't know if you saw, I sent you 2 emails because I took too many screenshots because I love this fucking book. All right. We are going with Radiant Black.
Radiant
A
Black. I
new
love
comic book series brought to us by the geniuses over at Image. You get a lot of really great stories out of Image, a lot of stories that you don't know you love. So anyway, we start with our main character, Nathan, literally just in his car, looking at his bank account where it just says in his checking, he's got $46, and in his credit card, he's got negative 38,000. Nathan's on the phone with someone that's just like, sorry, but your loan application's been denied. And in the next page, we see Nathan, and he's in Los Angeles, and he's behind the wheel of a car. And he's talking with someone, and it becomes pretty clear pretty early on that it's either a bank employee or the loan officer themselves. And it's trying to explain. He's trying to be like, I'm sorry, you like have no assets, and your debt to income ratio pretty fucking skewed. And he's like, well, yeah, but like, if you gave me the loan, I wouldn't. If I had a good debt to income ratio, I wouldn't need a loan. They're like, yeah, that's the problem. Why would we give you money? He's like, listen, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but like, can you guys help me out at all? Even just like a couple thousand. Like, I'm actually a writer. I've actually got an agent. I've sold a book. I'm on my way to my agent right now. And they're like, I'm just so sorry. There's nothing we can do about it. And it gets to a point where Nathan starts breaking down and literally crying in his car. And then we see someone that's just like, Nathan, hey, sorry to keep you waiting. And the guy opens the door. It was like, oh, I'm so. Are you like, we could get another car? And he's like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. And we noticed that little decal in the bottom left corner. He's an Uber driver, although they call it driver, DRIVR, in this comic book world. So then it cuts to Lockport, Illinois, 1 week later. And I'm going to throw out there, yes, I'm biased. Lockport's where my fucking grandpa was born. So fuck yeah, this is one of the best comic books ever written. Anyway. By the way, that's been happening a lot lately. We had Blues Brothers and Buzz, the dickhead brother from Home Alone, wearing my high school's Letterman's jacket. What up? God, I'm the best. So
that is amazing.
So
truly amazing.
So we see Nathan walking up and his mom's talking and she's like, oh, my baby's home. And he's like, Mom, she's like, no, I know. Just temporary. Just while you get going. And his dad's like, hey, it's okay, buddy. And his mom's like, no, don't say he failed. And his dad's like, I never said he failed. Like, the fact that anyone makes it in LA is a miracle. Like, hey, it's not easy admitting defeat. And the dad's trying to be realistic and the mom's trying to be loving. And all of a sudden we get Marshall, Nathan's best friend from when he was a kid. He's like, fresh off conquering all the white whales. And Nathan, being the writer, is just like, that's just so many mixed metaphors. And Marshall's just like, whatever, I'm not the writer, you are. And he's joking around with his buddy and he's poking fun at him a little bit. And he goes, Mr. and Mrs. Burnett, do I have permission to take Nathan out tonight to drink alcohol? Obviously. And also show him all the amazing things his hometown has to offer. Which is just great because then Nathan's like, I don't need permission, Marshall. And while he's saying that, his mom's like, yeah, of course you can, honey. Go have fun. And we just see them talking, and then they're like, oh, come on, we're going to go out and have a great night. And then it cuts to Marshall just going, 38,000? And Nathan's like, oh, come on, man. And Marshall says, sorry, that's just such an insane amount of money. And I love it. He goes, Did you buy a car and forget about it? So anyway, so his buddy, so Nathan is just commiserating. He's like, listen, a lot of things happened. It sucks. Like, there's not really much I could have done. Like, I tried, but it was hard, and I couldn't do it. And he's like, and I don't know. Like, my parents don't even know, and And then he goes, and when Marshall finds out that Nathan's parents don't know, Marshall goes, I'm sorry. Nathan's like, how do they tell them? I went there to be the next Raymond Chandler, and like, you know, like they expected so much out of me. And then Marshall, again, being one of my favorites, goes, pretty sure Chandler died drunk and broke, so you're kind of on your way. And if you're not familiar with the Midwest, this is how friends show support. Literally, Nathan's like, fuck you. And Marshall's like, oh, come on, I'm kidding with you. I'm giving you shit. You're my buddy. I'm here for you. And they're like, oh, okay. So they keep drinking, and eventually they stumble out of the bar, and they're walking, and they're pretty drunk. And Marshall's talking. He's like, hey, well, you know, like, we'll do it again. I'll come up with the ideas. You'll write. It'll be great. We'll do it like when we were a kid. And Nathan's like, okay, yeah, sounds good. And Marshall's like, man, it's going to be awesome. Just it's going to be so much fun. I just need you to tell me, what the hell is that? And they look over and see this little glowing thing in the distance. And they start walking over to it, and they notice it's on these train tracks. And the weirder thing is Marshall starts walking around it, and he sees it from all these different angles. He's like, every angle you go, though, it looks the exact same. That's not possible. And Nathan's like, yeah, it's fucking weird. And he reaches out to touch it. And the second he does, like, this energy like envelops his body. And it almost looks like black and white, like energy just like coming around him, almost like lightning. And then when it stops, he's wearing this suit. And it's pretty clearly a super suit. It's got this helmet on him and everything. And they're like, whoa, what's going on? And Marshall's like, dude, can you, like, what do you mean? And Nathan can't even see. So like he shows him his phone and he starts knocking on it. And then Nathan, still drunk, is like, I think I'm going to be sick. Starts puking out of it. At which point Marshall's like, how are you puking out of the helmet when there's not even a mouth? And at that point, of course, the cops show up. And the cops are like, dude, what are you guys doing?
Of course.
And Marshall's like, get out. And Marshall's like, it's fine. My friend's trying to prevent a hangover. Get out of here. And the cops are like, come on, guys. You gotta come with us. Like, get off the tracks. And Marshall's just being a little dick. And he's like, he goes, we're First Amendment auditors. And the cop's like, what? Marshall's like, you know, peaceful assembly, we're allowed to. And the cop's like, you're on private tracks. And then Marshall's like, well, then tell the railroad to come and take care of us. And this entire time, a train's coming at them. And the cop's like, okay, yeah, we get it. You're all like, you don't like cops, but there's a fucking train right there. And finally, Nathan's like, dude, Marshall. And he dives at Marshall. And when he does, everything starts floating. The train, the cops, the cop car, him and Marshall, they're all floating. And the cops are like, what are you doing? Put us down, put us down. And Marshall goes, no, don't. And they're like, what? And Marshall goes, you going to arrest us? And they're like, what are you talking about? And Marshall's like, are you going to arrest us? If you we'll let you down, but only if you promise to let us go and not arrest us. So we'll walk away. The one cop's like, that's trying to, what does he say? That's extorting an officer. Like, what are you thinking? And his buddy's like, shut up. Okay, we're not going to arrest you. Just let us down. He's like, Josh, what are you thinking? And he's just like, I'm afraid of heights. So Nathan lets them all down. And then him and Marshall start flying away. And eventually they end up on top of this giant grain silo out in the middle of nowhere. Because, by the way, again, if you're unaware, Illinois is Chicago, and then Chicago, some suburbs, and then cornfields with towns in between them. That's it. So this is actually incredibly common. So now they're over there, and Marshall's loving it. He's like, dude, this is insane. You can fly. I knew there was weird shit out there, but like, you got superpowers. Dude, you levitated a train. And Nathan's like, I know. And he's like, but he's starting to freak out. And Marshall's like, dude, what's going on? And he's like, do you see latches? I can't get this helmet off. I'm freaking out. And Marshall's like, dude, you got to calm down. He's like, I'm trying. But like, you see the energy building up along outside him. And he's like, okay. Just like, think about lifting off the helmet. And finally he does, and the helmet comes off. But then he starts going off on Marshall. He's like, what were you thinking back there? Messing with the cops like that. That wasn't a cool idea. And finally it gets to a point like where Marshall and Nathan are talking, and Nathan just kind of like really lets it out. And he's like, you know what the worst part about LA and everything was? about coming home. It's not the debt. It's not feeling like I tried and failed. He's like, it feels like I didn't even do anything. It feels like I had the chance to do something meaningful and I fucking wasted it. And he goes, like, I mean, that agent was years ago. Like, there's nothing for me now, man. I've been lying to myself. And he goes, but this, I don't know what this is, but I can tell this is important. This, I can't fuck this up, man. I got to do this right. And Marshall's like, dude, hey, it's okay. Listen, I might not have known everything, but I'm your friend and I'm here for you, man. And we're going to figure this out together and we're going to do this right together. And then while Marshall's still narrating, it cuts to Chicago. And Marshall's like, and who knows, like maybe this will help with the writing too. Like writer's supposed to like focus on what makes them unique, right? And then we see this giant explosion outside a building in Chicago. And as someone steps out, Marshall's like, I'd say you're pretty one of a kind. And we see that he's not. There's another, what we find out, we call them Radiants. And this one's Radiant Red. And that's the end of issue 1.
Holy shit.
It is
that
awesome.
Tits and biscuits.
That is pretty rad. And yeah, I didn't know my microphone
was on. I said tits and biscuits.
I was just looking at
both.
my Google history.
Exactly, baby. Exactly, baby. Exactly. I'm glad you know where I'm. Glad you know where I'm at.
I'm gonna look up a good recipe for some biscuits and gravy, man.
I totally thought you were about to say you were gonna look up for a recipe for biscuits and tits. Yeah, that's my phone.
Wait, you can make those?
Turn that shit on silence, man.
Bro, what if I make some biscuits and gravy, but the biscuits are just straight up shaped like boobs?
we can rebuild it.
Titskits?
We have the technology.
Is that Titskits? Is that I'm floating that one?
Titskits?
Just floating that one?
I think those would be crackers.
Those are Triscuits. So
wait. Tritskits.
Yeah, we could do tit skits.
Okay.
Skits.
I'm here for it.
I'm just gonna say I made a sourdough loaf that was shaped like a fucking turkey for Thanksgiving. So
a sourdough loaf, a turkey sourdough loaf. That
sounds pretty delicious.
Sour turk. A sour turk. Oh, sour turk. I'm with it.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
I'm here for all kinds of weird shaped foods.
But yeah, so Radiant Black is going real well. There's over 30 issues, and there's 5 spin-off series already.
Fuck yeah. Like I'm really digging this so far. I feel like it speaks to me personally.
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a writer. So that's what, like, literally a friend, I had a friend who owned a comic book store and she was trying to sell me on it. I was like, I mean, I got so many I'm already buying. She's like, it's a guy who's a failed writer, becomes a superhero and moves to Illinois. And I was like, well, I guess I'm following this comic.
Right.
All of my dreams have come true. Yeah. Like, and it's interesting because, like, living out in LA, like we moved out here from Alabama. And a lot of my friends moved out here from Alabama.
Are we telling our business?
Like we've never mentioned that before.
They know from Scroll Tide.
Yeah. It is known.
Okay, it is known.
But yeah, like we've seen a lot of friends move back home or like move to like back.
Failures. Sorry, I know none of you bitch ass niggas is watching because y'all hoe ass niggas is failures.
Oh, that's mean and unnecessary.
And true.
They know that it's out of love. And also, Chucky, make sure you hit us up so that we can fucking do some more Doesn't Hold Up.
Pretty sure Chandler died broke and drunk, so you're halfway there. I mean, that's how friends talk, man.
See, but
I'm already broke, so let me get a little bit more drunk.
Continue.
But no, yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, there's tequila in this.
So that's actually why I screen grab.
Why do you say something? Just say what you was gonna say because I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
So that's why I screen grabbed that one where he's talking about like feeling like he got that chance and he wasted it, because I was like, that's something that like people connect with.
Yes,
and that's why I was like, the book's fun and it's got, dude, it goes insane. There's a crazy robot alien outer space war eventually. But like it starts and like, yeah, that stuff's awesome. But like writing that you can connect with, that's what keeps you coming back. You know?
Yeah, and it's funny because like I even watched, like I've been reading a lot of stuff about just like how art imitates life, and like how in certain generations in filmmaking you can see how like the most popular movies are the movies that connect so much with audiences is like a direct correlation with something that's going on just like in the zeitgeist or just like personalities. And I feel like, like a couple of years ago when everything everywhere all at once was so popular and all these multiverse stories were very popular, it's just like these ideas of, man, I didn't like exact my potential. I wish I had a different universe. Like, what was this other universe where I made different decisions and it like lived up to my full potential? So I just really
like a hopeful version of Jet Li's The One. Yeah, agreed.
I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Because when we start talking about everything,
I know
everywhere, all at once.
Oh,
it's an emotional
motherfucker!
movie.
That's what I. Oh. Okay. All right.
It was actually
when
the first.
See you guys, I'm gonna make those delicious fucking scallion noodles from that movie for you.
Scallion noodles? Oh shit! Please do.
With the wok and the oil and the infused oil and all that shit. I got you.
What they call it? I'm a scallion myself, so I'm down.
I'm something of a scallion myself.
I used to be something of a scallion until I met Dr. Venture.
I will say,
quick sidetrack.
No, go ahead.
With Everything Everywhere All at Once, I feel so awful because I love him and I forget the actor, the guy's name.
We
was in
go
it.
ahead.
He was in Goonies. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Ke Kwan.
Thank you. He's got a new movie coming out that looks amazing.
I watched the first 5 seconds of the trailer. And I was like, "That's all I need." No,
yeah, correct. That is one I am like, ooh, we might have to cover something in real time. Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
Oh wait, yeah, let's do it, man. Shit, let's go. Let's do it. I'm here for it.
And
by the way, we're gonna be doing Severance for y'all goof ass.
Oh yeah,
who love what we
that drops. Ooh, I can't wait.
Oh, that's right.
And Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, I hope
first winner. Of the best movie Drunkies Award.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
The first annual Drunkies is the first.
Before
winner.
we keep going, I just want to say, Jeff, let me know if that login works.
I literally just wrote that down. That's funny as hell.
Because I just remembered right now when he said that. I was like,
sure did. When we start sending the awards out to people, I vote that the award is shaped like a character from Everything Everywhere All.
I did say last year, I was like, we got to start finding who these people are and send them their awards.
That'd be great.
At least as a fucking gag, at the very least, and just be like, look, you won an award.
Dude, I'm just gonna say
those
will be the most amazing restraining orders ever.
I love all this, and especially like the character from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think the statue should be the black dildo on the ladies. Of the ladies.
Hold on, man.
Because it was also an award.
See, look, this is why we have to have meetings. Because this kind of stuff gets decided willy-nilly, and we just will not have it. I will not participate in butt plug awards.
There will be a vote.
The Drunkies should be at least a mug. I think somebody was talking about a mug. Was it you? Somebody had
said something about a mug.
Yeah, you had said there was a mug trophy that's out there in the world, so we got to try to get that thing.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I especially love that for the idea of drinking out of it.
Yeah,
scroll down.
You gotta, if it says drunk Banthas on it, like who doesn't want to get drunk on
shit
it?
About nothing but the scroll time.
But yeah, guys, check out that comic. Was
check
it dark?
That stupid shit out.
What was the name of that comic again?
No, that
Radiant,
I thought you meant
Radiant
the
Black.
Drunkies.
Radiant Black.
I thought you meant the Drunkies. I was like, yes, check that stupid shit out.
Radiant Black. Oh god, it's so good. So many authors on it. By Kyle Higgins.
Kyle Higgins.
Art
Kyle
by
Higgins.
Marcelo Costa.
Higgins.
Yeah.
Kyle
But
Higgins.
awesome art, interesting concept. I'm very intrigued.
So one of the good things about this book is since they're using black holes, the color schemes end up just looking amazing.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, like I like the black hole aesthetic. Like it's kind of, I don't know. It seems like something that's impossible to really depict in like a 2D comic book page, but they did it really, really well.
And here's a fun
Great
fact. There's black holes around us all the time.
Oh, well, that's sad. I don't want to think about
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
But let's move on to our first topic of the night. Yes, right. It's time to put on your wrestling shoes, your wrestling tights, put on your wrestling face, and climb into the ring.
Step into the ring with Invincible Fight Girl.
Invincible
That's right.
Fight Girl.
We are talking
Climb
about
into the ring and
the.
step
Climb
into the ring, dick.
with Invincible Fight
and it
Girl.
looks like somebody else wants to climb into the ring.
Climb
He is a
into the
barbershop
ring.
of the. He's a philosopher of the barbershop variety. It is 900 yards.
No,
What
he's
is
a
up,
whole
bro?
barbershop.
200.
200.
Look, I said meow. I said
What,
meow.
what?
Meow too.
Look, drunk Banthas, baby.
Oh shit!
Someone can get that.
Meow meow.
Oh man, what's up, bro?
Just say it out.
Just
Merry
hanging out.
Christmas.
So do you still hate black women? Have you watched Invisible Fight Girl yet?
I
or-
am actually loving black women right now because listen, what episode am I on? They just got to like where it's like the battle of the two people, and it's like one is the toe and one is the
Hawk and Tua.
Oh yeah.
the Hawk Tua, yeah, the battle of Hawk and Tua.
Rough and tumble.
Yeah, and it is
Perm
I
gang.
really like this show.
You fucking with the perm gang. The perm gang. That's Tony Baker's character, by the way. The main member of the perm gang.
Captain
He's having a good year.
Permu.
Having a great year because he's also in the Outlaw Johnny Black.
Outlaw Johnny Black.
Pretty good goddamn.
Drunkie's
movie.
nominee.
Drunkie's nominated. Also going to be talking about it on Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. I'm talking real soft because we don't have a soundboard and it really is loud over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what episode you're covering.
The last two.
Yeah,
The
we're
last
talking
two?
about the finale. Yeah.
That's fine.
So
That was the finale?
Yeah, of the season.
yeah.
That was the finale of the season.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I got words.
How many
Let's talk
episodes is
about
Well, at least I think so, right?
Yeah,
it was
it
only
was.
supposed to be 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Okay.
it. That was the 10th?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got to change it on there. I said it was the 6th or the 7th or something. I don't know.
Bill's
Yeah, I
ratings
think I'm
just
on
changed.
episode 6, but I'm not sure actually.
I'm all over the place. That's what I'm on.
No.
Sorry. Continue.
No, you're good.
You have a job to do.
Yeah. This
We
is
have
an interesting. I'm kind of glad that we're talking about these last two episodes together because it does feel like sort of Dragon Ball Z-ish. We've been talking about that throughout the season, how where it's just like there's a lot of action and a lot of story, but somehow there's room to just have a whole lot of meandering going around where it just feels like two episodes feel like one.
Well, it's the anime trope of like building up your team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's got a.
She was Pokemoning.
Yeah,
She had to catch them all.
yeah.
She was Pokemoning hard.
Using the power of friendship is
The
also.
courage will pull her through.
Yeah.
And we also we talked about speaking of the Dragon Ball Z, we obviously get the tease at the end of episode 8. The Perm Gang are back,
The perm gang.
aka the Ginyu Force.
The perm gang.
And
They
they're
the Ginyu Force. Sorry,
uh,
I'm just going to keep doing that. You just keep talking.
but they're bald. Andy faces off against the Perm Gang in a bald-headed rematch, unaware of the personal vendetta that they hold against her, which elevates the tension and brutality of the fight as the gang gets revenge beyond just a wrestling match.
Isn't the bald-headed rematch the one where McMahon had to shave his head?
Oh yeah, there was a lot
him
of
and
shaving
Stone Cold.
heads. Yeah,
Mr. McMahon had to shave his head.
that was a specific.
I know
storyline.
y'all don't know, but you know what? It's a funny joke for those who are out there. WWF stuff or WWE is the number two thing searched on YouTube. So.
And you know, it's
Next
funny.
to cats.
I can't remember where I read it. It was some news publication, but they were saying that this show is like WWE meets My Hero Academia, which I feel like is a nice mixture.
Tickle my fancy
because there are little things like that that's like you can pick up from like wrestling lore and other people who are just like so in tune in the culture of anime. They're just like, this feels so authentically anime.
And I love both
a bunch of ways. Yeah, it's just
or grew up loving both.
Comes together like
I hate wrestling now.
I mean,
I fuck with them old niggas.
I know we keep going back to it, but nah, it's more Dragon Ball than My Hero. My Hero is go to a school and learn. This is go out on your own and learn it through adventure. This is more Dragon Ball or maybe One Piece.
To your point, there was a Dragon Ball Z Easter egg in this. I would almost call it a shout out, but it was definitely an Easter egg. When since we're talking about the Perm Gang, we get a flashback of the Perm Gang back when they was the baby Perm Gang. You know, we used to be out there in the streets,
sad flashback,
hustling, selling sourdough bread in the shape of turkeys.
Is that what they say?
No. I was talking earlier about how I made a loaf of sourdough bread shaped for Thanksgiving.
I was just doing a tag. You know?
It was just called that.
But we find out that they've been saving money to get this house, this dream house. This is our home, right? They circle it. Nigga, that's Kwame's house.
That totally looked like Kwame's house.
That's Kwame's house. I watched it twice. Really? That's Kwame's house. Nasty little pervert man.
Right out in the middle of the ocean.
Every house is.
Yeah.
Perfect little pink house on a tiny little like island.
Tiny little
3 palm trees coming out. It's like that's I know where
Kwame.
That's Hiroshi is chilling.
Got a bag full of porn buried in the backyard.
There's a perverted turtle hermit up in that fucking place.
Exactly.
But what did speaking of that flashback, what did you guys think of that? Because it kind of we've seen this throughout this series where we have just sort of character building moments with these side characters, because we already love Andy, we already are rooting for her, but then we get these little 5-minute scenes where we get to see the backstory of her adversaries. Neil, what did you think of just like this flashback on the Perm Gang?
So I liked it, and usually I don't. Usually to me it's like, all right, I've said it for a while now. I don't need to connect with every villain. The Joker movies I didn't enjoy. Thanos, I get it, okay, but like you don't need to connect with everyone. So, but with this one, they did it in a way that it wasn't trying to connect with me. It was trying to connect with Andy, and it was showing more. It was doing a good job of showing who Andy is as a person through the lens of what the Perm Force went through. You know?
Yeah, like one of the greater examples of the
Perm Force is hilarious.
Perm Force. I'm calling them the Perm Force.
We're the Ginyu. We're the Perm Force.
Or the Ginyu gang.
We're the Ginyu guy.
But it looks like producer T is hanging in the wings. What's up, producer T?
Oh, what's up?
What up, though? All the way from
we're
Texas.
Tejas.
Now, is this a clone? Is this a variant? Who are we talking to?
It does say that.
Live in Texas.
I can't tell you that. Talking to me.
You don't need to know.
One of me, and I'm in Texas.
Thanks for dropping in, man. It's the last show of the year, so appreciate you jumping in. Have you been watching Invincible, Fight Girl?
I saw like one episode while I was in New York during the pandemic. One of them came on, and I was just like, meh. I was like, oh, cool, black wrestling girl. That's cool. Like to see that, but I kind of felt like this show's probably not really aimed at me, so I didn't really.
I don't know what you did, but your sound sounds way better all of a sudden. Like hot, like out of nowhere, it sounded better. That was crazy. And also, forgive
I
my
probably moved my
freaky
finger
fucking.
off the mic.
Also,
I'm
to
on
answer
my
your
cell
question,
phone and I'm holding it.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good, dog. Appreciate
also
you.
to
joining
answer your
us, man.
question, no, we have yet to do Silo.
All right, let's get on the sign. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's shout out to everybody who's watching, and also welcome to the 200th episode of the Drunk Banthas podcast. I cannot stress it enough. Welcome. We never missed a week. We never missed a week on you.
Before we get into Silo, because I do want to talk about that, I'm very excited to get into that. I do want to talk about just like this last sort of pivotal moment, or last couple of pivotal moments in Invincible Fight Girl. I'm not sure if you want to see this, Nanya. You might want to look away, goddammit, because we're about to show something pretty amazing.
No,
you know, obviously, this is the the perfect strike is what Andy has been seeking most of this season. She's been working really hard at it, and then we finally get to see it in its entirety. We've seen Poblana perfect the perfect strike a couple of times throughout the season.
I perfected the perfect strike this weekend.
This was a great example of Andy doing her version of it. Usually just a quick clip.
Perfect strike.
Is that it? That was.
Oh, did it? Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that was fucking awesome. I really loved how just like her sleeve exploded, like the animation, everything about it.
The ring ropes, dude. Come on.
The ring ropes. Oh, like how they're twirling around.
Awesome.
Question for you watchers of this show: is this from America? Is this America anime?
Yes, this is America, and the guy who's playing the leader of the Perm Gang is Tony Baker. For those who don't know, I don't. Oh, sorry.
What are you doing? Yeah, I do know. Like the writing, the writers and the creators and everything, they are from America. But I think that like all the animation is done in. I can't remember.
That's for every show. Every show, that's what happens. That's animated.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the animation's probably done in Korea. And probably not the Korea you want to think about, because that's been like a thing in the animated world now. It's not half the studio's fault, because a lot of them got tricked and bamboozled into being like, yeah, we're Korean studio. Which Korea? Whichever one you like. And they're like, well, your prices are good, so I'm not going to ask any more questions. And then there are some studios that are like, yeah, this is going to North Korea because they're cheap as fuck.
We're totally in the south part of North Korea.
The south.
The most southern part of North Korea is South Korea. So technically, I'm like really just like working with like South Korea. So.
And
so I'm just about an hour north of Seoul.
He's an hour north of Seoul called Tejas.
I am curious, like T. So like you've watched a little bit of the first episode, and just like from that clip, are you like how do you feel about the animation? Because I feel like the animation is pretty stellar, like even above shows like Invincible, in my opinion. But how do you feel about it?
No, I don't know if I do that.
You think it's above Invincible?
I do. I think it's just like the anime. I don't think it's a better show than Invincible.
No,
I think
the animation.
Yeah,
I heard you.
Yeah, I do think
it's definitely more unique. But it's
done. It don't look sloppy, so I'm probably saying it's probably not from one of those cheap studios. If it's Korean, it's not from the
Cartoon Network Studios in Burbank and London.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, London. Yes, I like her from London.
Bye-bye, okay? They say bye-bye. I thought Cartoon Network didn't exist anymore. Where the hell are people watching this shit?
I guess.
Well, I mean, technically, this is released on Adult Swim, just on Max streaming service.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, people still have still watch live television. Your Rick and Morty got to come on someplace.
Shut up. Rick and Morty got to come on somewhere.
Yeah,
my Roku.
The exact same spot. Adult
Have you watched the Rick and Morty anime? How did that go?
No,
I watched like 2 episodes of it, and
no,
I don't know. It
That's
didn't
good.
really drag me.
I
into
watched
it.
Terminator instead, and we talked about it on the Bantha Bunch show. You guys can check it out over there. We do it every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific time.
That
8:15
Terminator
p.m.
was good.
Yeah.
And it still trips me out that like a week before I heard about this Terminator show, somebody had posted a question on Reddit and was just like, if you were given the Terminator franchise, what would you do with it? And without hesitation, I was like, shit, I'd turn this shit into anime, probably put it in Japan and be like, the Japanese invented their own AI computer or some shit. That's the story.
Ooh.
Someone replied to you like, "Hey, buddy,
I was
you're
like,
not
yeah.
gonna believe this shit."
It said, open your mind.
Open your mind.
Yeah, like that was it was a very like that almost
I can't
made
do that
best
right now.
animated series nomination for the Drunkies, but it was just like it was honestly so stacked as far as the animated series this year.
Oh,
Like,
I do not want to.
Terminator's not on there?
Terminator's not on there.
There's too many. I went through that list and I was like, oh, damn, this is really hard.
Fucking hater.
Yeah,
Is Tomb Raider on there?
Look at the nominees and then
Is Tomb Raider on there?
no, it's not.
Okay, cool.
I think the nominees.
You
The nominees are
Tomb Raider, but it's okay.
the nominees are Arcane,
Bluey.
Bluey's obviously nominated. Arcane, Invincible.
Yeah.
God damn, what were the
Creature
other?
Commandos.
Oh yeah,
Infinite
Creature
Flight
Commandos.
and X-Men '97. So
Yeah.
that is a pretty stacked list.
Yeah,
I mean, I know.
I think I already
I know
have
it's
my
good,
pick, but
I kind of want to cheat some of these picks just so we could like actually get the winner on. Like if X-Men '97 wins, we could get somebody to accept that award potentially.
How much better would it be if we get someone from X-Men '97 just being like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You chose
Yeah.
them over me?"
We should just invite whoever.
These awards.
Just invite whoever.
The other category was
Take a loss.
drama, and I was just like, man, there's too many good shows in this category. Even though it's like, if it was up to me, I would do Shogun as the winner just because we could get Michael to accept the award for us.
That'd be so goddamn funny. Both of Mayo show up over here sitting on the couch and that nigga lose.
So how do you feel about losing?
Just
Here's
your poster up
Can't stop seeing it in my mind. He's so short, I can see his feet dangling right there on the couch.
Did we
storms off screen. We just hear shit breaking in the background.
We forget.
Yeah,
You
this
know
was
what we
like
should do? We should have our own award in the Drunkies called Best Interview.
best interview. That'd be cool.
I want to come up with an award show for us to do awards, like an award show for just this show. But it's gonna be like an end of the year project that I worked on next year.
I swear to God, if I don't win whitest cast member, I'm gonna be pissed.
Whitest cast member goes to
win that one.
That would be great. I would actually love to have that as a category every year, and then Jeff win every year. Like I'm sure
undefeated, fucking undefeated.
But like I'm really campaigning so hard for it every time.
And it's funny is we have other white people.
No way.
On
I
the,
think
like,
you should.
channel.
Right? Yeah, but Jeff's gonna win every time.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But Terry's
No,
idea
I
is
think
pretty
he
good
should
too.
lose, and then we should show the winner doing something so extremely white. Like if I won, it was because I went to the country club debutante ball out here, and you just see pictures of me there. You're like, yeah, that's white. That's white.
That's pretty white. He's
You
a
know,
nominee,
9
but he's
wins
not
one
the winner.
year.
Solos.
I'm just like at Costco
You should
arguing
always
about
out-white
price of
Jeff
fucking
every time.
meatballs.
He's like it'll be a clip of like 9 winning, but it's because he ate some mayonnaise and said it's too spicy for me. Like, sorry, Jeff.
I gotta ask
Like,
real
yeah, white is-
quick. I gotta ask real quick, Jeff.
42.
Rim shot.
Are you what is your rating for this whole series? Okay, there we go. What's your rating for this entire season so far? Well,
For the
not so far,
season,
but Whole series, yeah.
It's gonna be high. I'm gonna say like an 8.6, maybe an 8.7.
Okay. Yeah, the last 2 episodes cranked it up to 11.
Agreed.
So
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
What
I'm
about you
just I'm gonna go with 8, solid 8. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a solid. Well, I'm gonna go 8.9.
Oh,
it's not straight.
shit.
It's not straight
Nigga,
up
that's
9.
a weak ass Russian vote.
Russian,
yeah, 8.9. It's like everybody gives
No.
10s, and then you go with the
That's a weak ass Russian vote is we're getting ready to vote and he calls in a bomb threat.
funny. I love
Fall
it.
out the window.
So
But
interesting.
no, I just wanted to know
Interesting.
the numbers before we move on. Jeff,
Now-
you said interesting.
Nine, I know you
that
haven't finished yet, but what are you thinking on it?
I don't know. It's so like easy breezy. I'm really liking the show, but like I feel like 8.
Yeah,
The thing is, I
That's
really
my rating.
like because I'm watching the show and I'm like, okay, I need to make sure my nieces are watching this because they actually just started
Talking
doing
about-
wrestling.
Oh, nice.
They just started doing wrestling, and it is right up their alley.
I need mine to get a little bit older,
Well-
but I'm just hoping this is still going when they get to an age where I'm like, let's just show them this. I
Mhm.
can't wait.
Well, so I'm solo on the fact that I thought this was gonna suck, and I also did like.
No,
it
you were not. I thought I was gonna
going
fucking
in.
hate it.
Well, I mean, I was solo on the fact that I didn't like it going in. I like when it started. Like when it started, I was just like, I don't like this, but it grew on me, and it definitely got better last 3 episodes. Actually, started to feel more episodic than it did just setting up. But I am not the only person who's solo out here. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder who else. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only person who's out here out.
Oh yeah, you know what that sound means.
You know what it
You know what
means?
that sound means. That's right.
Ill.
It is silo time. Yo, another Drunk Banthas Awards nominee. Man, this season has been kicking ass.
Kicking your ass.
Really excited to get into these last 2 episodes. Episode 6 and 7 of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of episode 6, episode tits. Tensions rise with Bernard blocking supplies to the lower. Bernard blocking supplies to the lower levels and Knox having weapons made. At Billings' request, Pete travels to the lower levels to treat Patrick, and Patrick tells Billings how he helped Juliet with the hard drive and accepted a deal with Sim to be an agent provocateur at the protests in Mechanical. This is what happens when you have AI do your notes. But what did you guys?
I was about to say,
did all the people
nigga,
who watched
when did you
Silo
start-
leave?
I was gonna say, when did you start doing provocateur? That's crazy. That everybody
Right?
who-
I was very confused by that.
they just dipped.
I haven't seen an episode of the entire series.
I moved this up in the rundown just because producer T jumped on. I mean, if he's leaving, we're gonna talk about something else.
There we go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be back.
All right.
Okay, well,
I think his shit just died.
you know what? That'll be a teaser for later on in the show. We're gonna talk
That's
about.
suspicious. That's weird.
Oh, Jesus Louises. So I guess we should probably go to a galaxy far, far away.
Well, it's up there, so we're doing it.
Yeah, I guess it's time for us to talk about Star Wars shit and talk about
And Skeleton Crew for those who are just listening, because it's got to be really annoying when we do that and nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's probably pretty weird.
I love how seamless we are after 200 episodes.
Oh man, yeah, we've got it down to a science.
I'm so depressed about the fucking soundboard. It's not even funny.
Hey, we're making it work.
But
But
it's over there, just on the floor, just doing nothing.
we were talking about. It's okay. We're talking about
Drunkies, you have to have an in memoriam of the soundboard.
I will remember you.
Yeah, black and white, slow motion. It's. I mean, it's gonna be. It's a static.
Jimmy
thing.
Carter.
The thing
You just
never
moved the
moves, so
camera.
I don't think that it's gonna be. Just moving from side to side.
I know it starts following you. It's weird. Stop it.
But yeah, we're talking Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 4 and 5. Yeah, again, like we were gone for last week, so we're catching up on the last 2 episodes. These 2 episodes are pretty good. I did enjoy 5 more than 4. 4 just felt kind of like a Hatfields and McCoys kind of episode where we're just like these
I'll
people
gun
were
you
jumping in.
down for talking sass to me, bro.
Like
Boy.
I feel like this feels like the toes versus the
fingers.
The fingers.
I
And
was
the
going to say
Invisible Fight Girl
that's
episode.
exactly what I was trying to think of, but I couldn't articulate.
Yeah, like did you guys feel that vibe from episode 4? Like it was just like sort of the speed bump in the story.
100%. Yeah, it absolutely felt Hatfields and McCoys, but they forgot to talk about the Hatfields or the McCoys. They just
Roll
showed
Tide.
one and was like, hey, obviously, yeah, here's the Hatfields. They're on this planet. Obviously, you know the McCoys are over there causing shit. But anyway, we're going to just keep talking about this and only this and just assume you know that.
Low-key, this was the dumbest episode that was in the series so far. Yeah, what was it? Episode 4, right?
Episode 4, yeah.
Stupid. But
Lowest rated.
all episode 4s are terrible. That's my theory. I've always said that. Oh, we've said it here. I won't take credit for it alone. But we've said it here. Episode 4s, sometimes episode 3s are interchangeable for the worst episode in your series. Now, I don't know why that is. Technically, I'm in no writer's room, but I can just tell you from the like track 7 on everybody's album from until 2010 was the best album, was the best song on the album. I don't know why that is, but it just was.
Sometimes it happens that way. You just with the flow of like a season. Sometimes
Yeah.
the worst episodes kind of in the middle there.
Mhm.
9. Did you watch this episode?
I'm only on episode 3.
Okay,
Oh, so
you're a
you're
little bit
about
behind.
2 episodes behind.
And so I'm still trying to figure out, like, Jude Law, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jude Law?
Judy.
You find out, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what, boy. I'll tell you what, boy. You gonna find out what he gonna be doing, boy.
Doing all of this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know.
No, he got them powers now. He
I don't
knows.
know.
He knows the Jedi. I think he was a Padawan.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see, what time period is this? Is this post the
This is
Order
right
616?
Post
Right?
Jedi. Isn't
Yeah,
it
this
post
is right
Return of the
after.
Jedi?
66.
Yes, this is right after Luke done blowed up the Death Star for the second time,
Again.
Oh, okay.
and before Palpatine returns.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Stupid
Yeah.
as
Somehow
shit I've ever
Palpatine
seen.
returns.
Yeah, fucking like
Yeah, that
somehow
movie doesn't
Palpatine-
exist. It doesn't exist.
God damn that movie. Yeah, but
Y'all can
I
talk
do-
about Phantom Menace, and then y'all be sucking this motherfucking movie's dick.
I am curious, like how you guys feel about this
I like
series,
the
because
Phantom
I've been really enjoying this series so far, especially like how it's sort of a universal entertainment.
Oh, it's
Like-
Disney,
Like we have these
not
great.
Universal.
Oh, sorry, it's a Disney. It's a Disney entertainment. But it is cool how they're able to blend. Like I don't know, it's kind of like it's a show for all audiences, and I'm curious how you guys feel if this is
Yep.
a good stepping in.
Disney is for the kids, and this show is for the kids.
Yeah.
But it's also for the adults. As we get further along, I feel like if you were watching this in a binge watching situation, it'd be a little bit better situation. Jeff, how you feel it?
I agree about the binge watching being better. I don't know if I would want to binge watch it, but I don't know if I can ever say that honestly anymore because I now decide whether or not I want to binge watch something. Or I now decide if I like binge watching something based off of us doing this show. I'm like, man, that was a great show. They put it out all at once, motherfuckers. We could have had 18 weeks of content. You motherfuckers.
At least.
So, I think that it would be easier to watch and burn through this one. I think especially episode 4 would have gone much more smoothly if it was binge watched. Which is why it was nice for me because I did watch 4 and 5 today. So I think that was good. I also agree with you guys, and I think we said this after the first 2 episodes, that Disney making this a kid show gave me more license to enjoy it. I don't need to judge it as harshly, like with the past couple of
Obi-Wan.
Star Wars shows. Yeah, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Smilo Ren. Like those shows were supposed to be things I would like, and the fact that I didn't made it even. So this one being like, hey, this is a kid's show. Well, I can enjoy it for that. Makes it a lot easier. It's very Muppet Treasure Island, you know.
I definitely feel like you're hitting the nail right on the head with that. As far as when you go back and look at Mandalorian and Ahsoka, check out the Ahsoka versus
Andor
episode on or review on Drunk Banthas channel. But I do think you hit the nail right on the head because it seems like they were trying to do both with Mandalorian and Ahsoka. When I mean both, is having it be an adult show that kids can also watch instead of just making it a kid show that parents are going to watch because they love Star Wars. And then if it's a good show, then they'll like it anyway because it's a good show.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. It'll still be entertaining and like
I also get
like
why
our
they did that.
hashtag kills a bean.
Our hashtag kills the bean type thing, right? Like it's like either make it a serious show or don't. That's why you felt weird about Rosario Dawson's fucking serious face all the time. It's like this is not that kind of show. Why are you so serious? But also at the same time, if they were trying to make it that,
which is also what made Acolyte good for a minute because they murdered a bunch of Jedi and were like, oh, maybe no one's off the table, and then they somehow tanked that.
Yeah, man, that show was all over the goddamn shop. Like that was crazy.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. I know never.
Well, no, and like
I'm talking about Acolyte. But continue.
In an alternate universe, Acolyte would have been Drunkie's nominee, but sadly, it did not. It did not
because we're not doing Razzies.
It did not stick.
Alex, are you wearing a Lions jersey?
I am.
Christmas.
Nice.
Actually, his birthday present from this guy. Christmas present.
Christmas awesome.
Merry Christmas.
I'm supposed to be wearing my Christmas present, but I left it in the car. But next Monday, you guys will see it in my Christmas present.
They're playing right now, right? They're playing San Francisco right now. Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
I think they're playing. Right now.
They're probably
kind of late for
that
game.
game. Yeah, that game is over with. And thank you for watching us instead of Shannon Sharp right now. Club Shay Shay is on right now, but you're here with us, and I appreciate you. Please don't leave because you didn't realize it was on until right now.
It's like, oh shit, let me go. We lose like 15 viewers immediately.
They won, dude. 40-34 too.
Hell yeah, they did.
Ooh, I can't wait to. Okay.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up,
I'm
Film
on
Age?
St. Brown. I'm on St. Brown. Shout out to Film Age. Meow 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 meow
Meow meow.
meow meow. How many meows can you get up? Meow. How many meows can you get up?
Pissed.
Yeah, like I am.
You're muted. You're muted for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Hear me?
No, I don't know why that happened.
I thought it was mine.
Okay, so
why did that happen?
I do not know.
That's fucking weird.
What's up, Griswold?
But yeah, like much
Live
like
is where it up,
Invincible,
Griswold.
like Invincible Fight Girl, I'm glad that we're both talking about both of these episodes at once because they kind of blend together really well.
Because it all comes together.
Like butt cheeks. Because the last episode was like a nice little a placeholder to get some of the story along. Like we realized there's other planets out there like at Aden. We'd heard that, but now we get a visual representation of what that world would look like compared to
like the
Aden.
Fifth Element, like 5 fucking different.
I mean, I'm also going to say, it did not feel like a 36-minute episode. It felt like a 16-minute episode. There was just so little happening.
But it was really,
so short,
it was really because if you look at where it stops, then there's like 15
like
minutes,
7 minutes of credits.
Credits. I'm like, no, man. First of all, they gotta stop doing that shit. That has got to fucking stop.
Yeah.
Because stop putting it in the runtime. Like,
if you're gonna only give me 15 minutes more of fucking television, just put it at the end of the last episode before.
It would also be fine if it wasn't Disney Marvel products, which sometimes throw random shit in the middle of credits.
I'm sorry I yelled.
I'm sorry I yelled. And honestly, we've criticized Disney Plus specifically for having these odd timing episodes. Like one episode will be 30 minutes, one episode will be 50 minutes, one episode will be 42 minutes.
That's right. Y'all don't send us no screeners, so fuck y'all.
But I will. But to be fair,
to be fair, you don't have to do it again. And you hit the button.
No, I'm coming in after.
Disagree.
Okay, whole time.
Sorry. I don't like. Maybe it's because like I watched these episodes back to back. Like I appreciated that this episode was short because there's not a lot of story to tell in this episode.
Like because I had to go back to work on my lunch.
That's some other shit too. I appreciate how short it was when we can just get to the next episode and get the story going. And yeah, just like to talk about the comment. Sorry, we about to say
so I got a weird question for you guys that have watched this episode 4. I remember see this shows you how good of an episode it was. I remember this episode. I was like, dude, Neil, fucking badass. But I don't remember what he did. Why was Neil a badass in this episode? Why was Elephant Boy, brave little Elephant Boy in this episode?
Oh, Neil is the Elephant Kid.
I don't remember him doing anything spectacular in either of these episodes. Oh no, wait. He discovered the pot roast.
That was episode 5. There was something
that
in
was
this
episode 5. Yeah, that was last episode, fool.
What are you doing this last episode? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Man, you know what? Maybe I'll just You know what? He did something that was amazing, and we thought that it moved the story along.
He did get himself a little kiss.
Oh, he bravely distracted a dangerous droid SM-33 to protect his friends.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right.
Actually,
okay, it was in that. It was in the room when SM-33 read the thing and was like, "Hey, remember what the old captain said?" And it looked like he was about to murder everyone.
Right.
And Neil threw the rock at him. Okay. All right.
Neil stood up to DM-33. Griswold was hyped for it. Griswold was super hyped for that.
Clark knows what's up. Unless you prefer Rusty, sir.
I did not. I do not remember that because I watched that 2 weeks ago. But because I watched, you know what I did? I fucked up and I didn't watch this episode twice. But I watched the 5th episode twice, and I watched everything else twice. Silo and whatever else we covering today. Whatever else we talk about. Dune.
It was a weird couple of weeks because trying to keep all this stuff in your brain is a little hard.
Welcome to the new year, baby.
Content.
And I just binged Squid Game too, so I was like.
Also, I've been drinking tequila for 6 days. Straight.
I do want to play a little clip of that last fight scene from the end of episode 4.
Yes, thank you. Our nips just touched. My are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
I don't like how you've divided the Banthas and the Nerds
What
at
the
Night
fuck
Banthas.
is happening?
I don't know how you. I don't because there's motherfuckers that love it. There's
Just one
motherfuckers that
episode.
love it.
I thought
It could have been my Christmas present.
And then there's other motherfuckers who hate it, like us. And I don't understand why there's two different ones because it's fucking crazy.
Am I having a stroke right now? What?
Oh man, sorry. Thea said in the chat, my brain cells did every time.
He said my brain cells die every time that clip plays. Yeah, he couldn't even escape it on the time when it was pre-recorded.
You know those old commercials where a chick with like for some reason like crazy low cut jeans and like a falling apart white t-shirt and messed up hair just holds up an egg and is like, "This is your brain."
Yeah.
This is your brain on drugs. No, this is your brain. This is your brain on that fucking clip.
You know what? I've got to get that clip now. I got to get that. This is your brain on drugs.
We got to get that now. Yes, we got to be the
because the kids don't know. The kids don't know.
Yeah,
they really don't.
Actually, no.
They really don't.
Oh my god. I'd be down with commercials again if they start doing stupid shit like that.
You know what? You're right. You're right about that.
But I did like that storyline was like so short, and we just kind of briskly moved into the next episode where everybody's going off to this pleasure luxury planet.
Oh yeah,
call it what it is.
Let me tell you
it's
something.
the fuck spa.
Yeah, it's like somewhere
kids aren't
like,
allowed. It's for fucking.
Yeah,
it's for
fucking. You know what I'm saying? Not the weird like Epstein shit, but like that real normal consensual of age.
Bro,
They start fucking. It was gross.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's how you knew this motherfucker Drew Law was a terrible motherfucker. He took kids to a porn palace. He took kids to a sex house. He took kids to a brothel.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on there. It's like Vegas. Like most of it is about sex, but you can also
no. This ain't like Vegas,
bro. I mean, parents take their kids to Cirque du Soleil. That's just sex with clothes on.
It is.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that back because they
God.
did mention when they're flying into the planet. They were like, "Oh, you got kids on your ship?
Exactly.
You can't have no kids on this planet."
Exactly, bro. On this planet, son.
It's like, damn, nigga, what y'all doing over here? That's pretty crazy.
We sucking and fucking.
I'm assuming producer T, have you watched this show at all yet?
No.
Surprisingly good.
Are you just not a fan, or like are you out on Star Wars in general?
I am kind of just out all things Star Wars. Really, there's
hashtag kill Sabine.
So much.
Hashtag fucking kill Sabine.
The only thing I am ready for is my baby Yoda. You know?
And that's my point. Baby Yoda fucked it all up. Like to what Jeff was talking about earlier and what I was connecting, like the Baby Yoda fucked it up. It's now because there's Baby Yoda, he's so cute. Now we have to get it to kids as much as possible because we gotta sell these goddamn toys.
What fucked it up was doing a second season of Mandalorian with Grogu as well. If they had only had Grogu in season one, it would have been fine. Because that's the other thing. The only reason we all got so into Mandalorian was because of Grogu. That's what brought us. That's what hooked us. But they didn't need to keep him because by the end of season one, we were into the show.
I thought we weren't gonna I'm a Mandalorian motherfucker, right? So I thought that we was just gonna get Grogu in a couple episodes, like a video game. Right. Okay, now I bumped into this dude, now I'll take him there. And maybe I meet some Chewies.
He shows us where the quests are.
Right. What are they called? What's Chew? Put it in the comments. What?
Oh, Ophelia said in the comments, Baby Yoda is the Ewoks of this era, and I'll subscribe to that because I don't really particularly like the Ewoks, but
I think that's what he's saying.
But people love that shit. Yeah,
I
people
love the fucking
love the
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
I fucking
There's
love
so
the
many-
I was
Ewoks.
like, I love the motherfucking Ewoks, bro.
There's
Who
so
said
many
Ewoks?
girls.
Teddy bear as a kid, Alex.
There's so many girls.
The Ewoks are the Menudo of Star Wars.
That might be the most accurate thing you've ever said in your life.
That's why I had to cut him off. I had to say, "Hold on, sir. I got to say this."
There's so many girls that I've met who have never watched like any Star. Like, well, they're very like peripheral fans of Star Wars,
and that's why they're not your wife.
But another reason they're not my wife is because Return of the Jedi is their favorite Star Wars movie because
that's
of the
a
Ewoks.
dumb bitch. That's a dumb
Honestly,
bitch.
Return of the Jedi was my favorite
And if
till
you're a dude,
mid high
you're a
school.
dumb bitch too.
But that was because better lightsaber battle, and I like the color green, so I got a green lightsaber, so I fucking loved it. Then when I started appreciating film, I was like, oh wait, my bad.
That's gonna be my next. That's gonna be my next. My next outfit that I get. The Luke Skywalker tight black everything.
Yeah, all black everything.
Yeah.
And speaking of lightsaber fights, we did get a small, almost lightsaber fight in this episode. I'm just gonna play this clip. All right.
It's not one of your stories.
Real short clip.
That is funny as
So good.
Wow.
They did that so well.
Yeah, I thought that
By
was
the way,
a really funny moment.
I was pissed when we saw the lightsaber. I was like, no, we need more Skywalker. And we didn't.
Yeah.
Right. It could have been Obi-Wan / Luke's lightsaber bullshit.
Yeah.
But then again, they would have had to. Well, you know what? You know what? I was gonna just say they would have had to retcon and figure out how to way to say that. But yeah, they somehow Palpatine returned.
Palpatine returned.
Cannot do it.
I was thinking, what if they did the Rick and Morty bit right then and there when she opened it and that lightsaber just kept
You're falling down. Shit, we're fucked.
That's what they should have done. They should have went for the Rick and Morty.
I thought it was going.
like,
I thought it was
oh
gonna
shit! I
start
dropped
vibrating.
it.
I thought it was gonna start vibrating when he hit it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right
What's a concubine joke? That was a good
That was a good
moment in
joke.
this episode too. It's like, what's the concubine? It's like, all right, that's the end of story.
Right,
time.
which is
We
why
don't
this
need
was
to
like
explain any more things.
That's why this was like watching SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know, like adults can watch it because
Really
there's
was
jokes
like-
for us, but it's like, you know, this is obviously for kids. That's why I smoke a blunt while I'm watching.
So I don't feel bad about smoking during this show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not with my kid right there. No,
This
I don't
episode,
care.
this episode, they clearly took inspiration from the Goonies, but they did it well.
Yes,
They didn't overdo
yes.
it. They didn't do too much of the Goonies stuff. They just did a couple of quick, because they're in that cave, and they just do a couple of quick traps, and then it's like, all right, you can clearly tell where we took our inspiration. Moving on. Smart.
I would not be surprised if one day in the near future, maybe 10 years from now, 5 years from now, we find out that Steven Spielberg was on set for a lot of this or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of shit he does. He doesn't even like take money for a lot of stuff, y'all.
Yeah.
He just jumps in and he just
materializes.
But apparently he is like a big control freak. Like he tells actors what to say and shit. So
Jude Law's
sometimes it's probably annoying.
Like a penitent Jedi nails.
But if
Like,
he really was there, we will find out one day because somebody will be like, "Yeah, that nigga kept getting on my goddamn nerve."
Right. I heard that Poltergeist was not directed by Steven Spielberg, but I heard that Poltergeist was pretty much directed by Steven Spielberg.
He said he was there every goddamn day. So,
and I accidentally played a little bit of this clip earlier, but I just
Play
wanted to
it.
talk about one of
Play it.
the best ending of this season so far, for sure. Where we get
it
this
was like
moment.
a real cliffhanger.
Yeah, it was a real cliffhanger, and we got Jude Law's character having the turn as a villain, where he is like the
Heel.
He's
Yeah,
very
turn
much
heel.
like your Captain Jack Sparrow for a little bit, but then he just like turns kind of straight up villain, at least in this
Captain
moment.
Jack Sparrow.
He Long John
That's what Captain
Silver
Jack Sparrow does.
This is straight up Long John Silver.
Okay.
This is Long John Silver. They literally did everything. He found a map. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. This is all long. They keep playing the
What up, Commander
what
Thorne?
sounds like the hook music, like
Commander Thorne.
Commander Thorne. Yeah.
I keep hearing that mixed with the Star Wars. I don't know if y'all remember Hook music, the music for Hook in the Hook movie. There was like the and they keep playing a little bit of that tinge of that mixed in with the Star Wars theme.
Yeah,
beautifully done. Can't remember the guy's name who did the score.
I think it's
He's
Michael Giacchino's son. He did the Michael Giacchino. He did the score for the Batman.
Yeah, that's all. Look, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, good job. But I wasn't gonna say Michael Giacchino. I was gonna be like, it's that nigga's son.
It was the same son.
Yeah, it's crazy that like that's some Nepo baby shit right there. You didn't even go to a different franchise or anything. Like you're just like
I wouldn't say it's Nepo baby shit, but only because there's very few people doing those jobs, and there are very few people who even know how to do it. And because
he is actually good.
Yeah, like that's how I was. That's what I'm
Skeleton
saying.
Crew good. I think we're having a lot of fun talking about it. So I think
It is,
for sure.
if you remember that it is a children's show. Just remember that, and you'll go in with that knowledge, and you'll very much enjoy watching.
I feel that way about Star Wars in general, but that didn't fall. Like they didn't give that grace. I didn't get that grace from the other show that just came out. But
play that juicy B-roll.
Go play that B-roll, that beautiful bean footage.
That beautiful bean footage. It's gonna be playing.
Roll.
Oh,
juicy! And that was
what color it turns, or is it the same?
That was the end of the episode, right there.
The same one. It's the same one the kid dropped, so it's blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like the one that he found in this weird treasure room. So it's not necessarily like his lightsaber, but he's a guy who's trained in the Force.
Also, the treasure room of a pirate captain. So I very highly doubt it's his lightsaber either.
Yeah.
Well, can I just talk for a second about how stupid pirates are?
66.
Can I say that real quick? I mean, like the pirates, like the legend, the concept that they like hide their treasure and shit. Like,
well, no, because a lot of pirates, if they waited out enough time, they weren't. You couldn't arrest them for it.
Yeah, they fence it.
There were statutes of limitations back then, and they could also go into privateering for different countries. And if you did that long enough, they also wiped all of your crimes.
The reason they were waiting is because their crew were gonna kill them and take it.
Sometimes.
And what they could have did is just kill the crew and take the money. Take the money. Hold on, don't laugh. Don't laugh. You take the money.
Pretty funny.
Go to the Indians, right? Then get him an island because he rich, and just sit there, chill,
dude.
Wait,
China had some pretty monster pirates too, though.
Oh yeah, no, but you get you a new crew, right?
True. Pirate crews also were rarely mutinous. It was incredibly democratic, and as a result, they were actually generally pretty happy with their captains.
Don't you think?
I was a TA for a pirates class for 2 semesters in college. What up?
A pirates class? We gotta hear more about that.
We're learning more and more every day.
I'm just saying.
Nomination for Whitest Host Award.
That is. How do we beat that? How do we beat?
That's what
campaign starts today.
For a pirate class, like
the teacher, the assistant to the teacher.
I had to have one of my students usually turn in the roll count for me because I was usually drunk.
I'm not gonna lie. I literally didn't give it the grace to marinate with me, but the motherfucker said he went to a pirate scheme. Pirate class, yeah, pirate.
Captain Toby Blanco.
Captain Toby Blanco.
Some straight lore drops from Jeff here. If you want the lore drops
only
from Jeff.
I got in college.
Yo, I'm motherfucking dead. What be your favorite? Would be a pirate favorite letter of the alphabet? R.
Oh,
you think it'd be R, but it'd be the C.
You didn't see that coming?
But guys, let us know how you feel about Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars television show. I personally put it on my number 3 of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows. I'd say like Andor number 1.
Damn, there's more than 4.
Andor number 1, Mandalorian number 2, and this at number 3 so far.
Wait,
I would agree with those
Obi-Wan.
ratings.
I'm putting Obi-Wan over. What would you say? Say it again.
I'd say Andor, Mandalorian, this.
I would need to see the end of this before I decide between this and Obi-Wan. But right now, I'm enjoying this more.
I do not need to see any more of this.
I'm enjoying this more at episode 5 than I did Obi-Wan at the same time.
Yeah, they can fuck this up.
They could fuck this up
because like
still be better than Obi-Wan.
No, with Obi-Wan, it was bad in the middle, got good. This one, and then the ending was weird because of editing and shit. But this one could just shit the bed all the way through the end. This is only 5 episodes in, so
you know what? Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, to be fair, I do feel like that Obi-Wan could have been a good like 2-hour movie, but they
remember somebody did it on YouTube. We did a episode about it. Somebody put a whole somebody put a whole video. Yeah. Somebody put a whole we played a little bit of it, but somebody did a whole video where they edited out all of the clip, like all of the shit that didn't matter, and they made it like a 1 hour and 20-minute television show. I mean,
I think it's like
movie.
100 minutes or something like that. Like it was like a nice, like solid
movie
instead
feature
of a
film
6-episode show.
That's a really good point, and that's what I appreciate about you.
Thank you. Thank you. But you know what? I think we could. I don't know. I think we can move on to another show.
Yeah, actually,
I think we can move
that's
on.
a terrible.
That's
a terrible segue, but you know.
Commander Thorne did say, "Can we talk about who killed off Delta 62 in the Bad Batch?" Unfortunately, we cannot because I have not watched the Bad Batch.
Who killed off Delta
62? I haven't watched the last season because I was like,
get into the animation of
I'm
those
tired,
shows.
boss.
I can't watch Barbie animation for television shows.
Once you see Arcane, you really go back.
The scientific term is barbimation.
Oh yeah, sorry. I do apologize.
Apologies. Yeah, like after seeing Arcane, I really can't go back to watching those shows. It's like
I love the Clone Wars, but dude, they just keep making them worse and worse. Like, and I don't understand that. The Clone Wars, the last season, remember, it was fucking dope. We watched the whole thing. Lightsabers.
Oh yeah,
like fucking amazing.
Actually, that last.
Then we're gonna go
really
back
good.
to shit. I don't understand that. I just do not get it. But you know what? We already just established earlier that we didn't fuck. We were right on the boundary of not fucking with Star Wars TV no more, and now they've redeemed themselves. With this show so far.
Back.
Star Wars always has like a 70% like shooting rating. Oh, what's that sound?
What?
Oh, what's that sound?
Raps.
Oh shit!
Really, is this
Are we going back to Silo? Are we going back to Silo?
Is this Papoose?
No, it's my homie Paranorm. Shout out to Paranorm, Paracon. Go check it out. But
yeah, randomly he has a song where he's talking about Silo. He has a line about Silo and
Silo. CC, stay style great.
1 Rebels, 2 Bad Batch, 3 Skeleton Crew. That is
I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with your list.
Interesting list right there for sure. I
Okay,
didn't get
wait,
into
wait.
Rebels
No,
that much
niggas be
either.
caping for Rebels. Like, we are the
Yeah.
only people. Our subscribers do not agree with us about Rebels. Like, just by the way.
Wait. Mr. Slash X. I'm curious how you feel about Disney Plus shows only, because Rebels is not technically a Disney Plus show.
That's fact.
I'm curious how you
Yeah.
feel about those. Like what
That's
your number
not
one
fact.
ranking would be in that general area. Athelius Maximus says he do sound like Pop low key.
Pat low key. Yeah, Pat. Like he sounded like Papoose
Pat.
right there.
Oh, I thought you said Pop. I was like, are you talking about John Witherspoon? But
I mean,
yeah. But what's the whole track?
It's on. Hold on. You know what? Maybe I should put the
Loading.
link up. Maybe I should put the link up. But
Book of Boba Fett.
I'll put it up.
It had so much potential.
I'll put it up.
But again, it like went.
The best episode of that show didn't have him in it.
Yeah, it meandered within the goofiness too long for that show, but
yeah,
it should have been like a rated R show, to be honest. Like it should have been so serious. But
that show had a lot of potential. A lot of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows have a lot of potential, and I think that their fear of doing a live action movie, like a full on movie, is kind of made them make a lot of really bad decisions. Like Obi-Wan could have been a movie, Boba Fett could have been a movie. Now they're trying to make the Mandalorian into a movie, and I feel like that works better as a TV
That's
show.
just because Pablo Pascal will do the fucking TV show.
But here's the
like,
thing:
if
Boba
Boba
should
Fett
never have
was-
been a good guy.
Yeah,
Right.
the story
Yeah,
went
he
way
could've-
too good guy for him.
honestly, it should have been just like they should do more like hour-long features. You know. Just
By
kinda
the way, for the viewers, this is the song here.
It does not end.
I think you muted it.
I did mute it just so that people.
Okay.
I muted it so that they could see just so they. Oh, I didn't want to play it.
Paracon Mammoth.
Paracon Mammoths.
Paracon Mammoths.
I'm sorry, yeah, I just wanted to stop it.
That's the track right there. That's the track right there.
That's the track right there for anybody who knows Solo Silo. But anyway, we're gonna get back to the Solo
says I have a
Silo.
battle to lead.
I want to
Farewell,
ask
brothers.
Jeff. How did you feel about this episode?
I can honestly say I have not seen a better episode of Silo.
And that's all we need to know from Jeff. That's all you need to know. Yeah, we can take this down now. If you didn't get it, just text us and we'll get it.
Producer T, like, how did you feel about these last two episodes, episode 6 and 7 of Silo?
You know what?
You did mention
I'm gonna give producer T a solo.
give him a solo Silo. I'm curious, like, because you didn't mention like we had a little text behind the scenes about.
I'll bring this up because these two
performance.
episodes are kind of would go into my point is that I am so sick of Juliet's little spoiled attitude towards my man Solo. This nigga has saved you 3 times and continuously right now because one, he gave you food when you're starving. Like, he should have just killed you as soon as you walked into the silo. That was like his thing to do. So I mean, that's kind of a 2. But then
Kind of
3, she had the infected arm. Healed that shit up with antibiotics. Could have let her die then.
Okay, bing bong.
And then like 4, just continuing to let her survive in this silo. Like, he doesn't need to be helping you at all. He could have just stayed locked behind the door and never addressed you, and you just would have been fucked. And the only thing he wants you to do is just turn on the pump so this water could stop rising in and shit. He just needs you to do that. And it took her half a day to do this shit. It was like, we're seeing the days progress with the silo when it cuts back. So it's like, it's about a day, half a day, do this shit. And she bitching the whole fucking time. Like, cut the shit. He even sacrificed his favorite little toy thing that gave him entertainment.
Yeah.
To help her with the pump.
Well, the only thing that I would say about that is that Solo like I feel 100% what you're saying, but also Solo is lying. So we know that he is a liar. So why would there would be a tinge of I don't know if I should fuck with this shit for me if the nigga keep lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now he want me to go up underneath the water, which I have been made to believe my entire life was like, if you jump in it, you'll die immediately. Like, that's how I've lived my entire 36 years of existence on this earth. Like, I would probably be weary of trusting this motherfucker. But on the fucking off chance, I know I can whip his ass. And I think I'm talking about from Rebecca Ferguson's, Juliet's point of view.
Yeah.
But, I know I can whip his ass. So if his shit pop off, I'm good.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm not really stressing.
I'm betting on Becky Ferguson for sure.
Yeah, but it's just like, come on, just stop. He's developmentally challenged, obviously. We can tell. He's been locked up, and like he seems like he's been stunted at the point where the shit went down. Which it seems like he was like maybe like 11 or 12 when shit went down, and he got locked into the vault.
Yeah, he was a child. I believe that Solo was one of his parents or somebody who he was close to. Like you said, he's clearly underdeveloped. That's why he talks like this, Look, what's his name? What's his name? Hold on. What's the actor's name? What's the actor's name?
Steve Zahn.
Steve Zahn. That's who we gotta give a shout out to right now. So far, this series, if you don't know, we started out with Rashida Jones, right? Then we started out with the British nigga who plays Bass Reeves.
Oh yeah,
right. What's his name? I don't know. Anyway,
nobody knows how to pronounce.
He talk like this because he can't do a British accent. Because he British, but he got to talk like this. Anyway, we start out with really big actors that go out and then they immediately die, right? So like, that the stakes are up in this movie. In this show, right? Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Yeah.
But then this season or later in the season, you realize like, okay, this is our main character. Oh shit, Rebecca Ferguson is the main character. I thought she was just some girl.
Yeah.
Right? So with that happening in this season, with that happening in the first season, now in this season, we're sitting here going, oh, who is this show about? Right? Like this show is no longer about her. This show is about the silo and Solo getting help from Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I just feel like Solo hasn't divulged enough to give Juliet enough to give Juliet enough trust in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like it is interesting because but like we were saying, like Juliet, like Solo is very sheltered in his own way, but also so is Juliet. Like there's a lot of things that Solo knows that Juliet doesn't know, including people who suffer from like severe mental illness from being in an enclosed space for a long time. Like we've like met people who've had mental illness. We've seen a bunch of fucking movies of like where we see Steve Zahn's character, we know exactly how to interact with him, but she's never interacted with a person like this before. So I think that her interaction with him is very believable and like honest because she's just never been. And like it's earnestly frustrating. Like I understand why she's so frustrated with him.
Right.
And I understand why he's so frustrated with her. And it's just like a weird.
Right? Yeah, you can see it from both sides, and I was just kind of like, bruh, Solo, she's kind of right. This could take forever, and you got to get all these supplies to do this stuff to fix your thing. She just needs to go, like down the street and come back again. But then Solo was like, okay, you gonna go there and then do what? They gonna let you in? You're gonna be like, hey, everybody, what y'all doing? Gonna let you
it's
in?
A great point, right?
He made some really good points.
Damn. Like for somebody who just is kind of stuck in like the mind of a 12-year-old, I was like, He made some good points back at you.
He was
got
able. So what I
got
think is the issue is he was able to use the Legion, right, and
I
learn
think so too,
everything.
because he knows a lot of
No, the
things.
legacy, the legacy. Excuse me, the legacy.
Yeah, legacy.
Yeah, he. But so I think the parallel. I think the parallel is where we see that Lucas is learning about how the legacy works, how to use the iPad. He like, you would use this. It's so fucking funny. If this was like nothing but black people, this would be considered a comedy. Because when that motherfucker went in there and he was like, we used to have things called stars. This is like that episode of SNL where the motherfucker is like, and one day black people and white people will still be alive, and we'll have prosperity, and we'll all be in houses where we have things called air conditioning.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever seen that SNL sketch. But what's the dude's name? He got a new special out on Netflix. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. He ain't paid for this. But it reminds you of just like, yo, it's just like straight comedy because you're looking at it like, yo, why is this nigga explaining to this nigga how to use an iPad? He said, how do I use it? He said, speak. He said, ask it. And
some shit.
The motherfucker was like, ask it. And I really did think to myself,
crazy, just
damn,
like,
if somebody asked me for that, if I just got out of prison after being in prison for 20 years and somebody said, here, you just use this and it tells you where to go. I'm like, what? How do I tell it where to go?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like what are the things that this show does so well? And like a lot of Apple TV Plus sci-fi shows have done really well. It's just like explore
all of
the like what no
the sci-fi. I'm not saying all the TV shows, but all the sci-fi ones have done.
You know, there's a couple that I haven't watched, but yeah, like all the ones I've watched on Apple TV Plus, like yeah, they've kind of knocked it out of the park. Foundation, For All Mankind, yeah, they
unless you don't like the Godzilla one.
Godzilla,
I don't
was
like the
fine.
Godzilla one. Yeah.
It was fine.
We had a big debate on that one. Yeah.
It's better than Madam Web. But yeah, like all these shows like do a really good job of just like holding up a mirror to the human condition and just like distorting it in this fantastical science fiction-y way.
Can't wait until Foundation comes back.
Oh man, can't wait.
It's coming back. They're filming season 5 right now.
Have you guys watched Severance?
Yes, and we're covering it on January the 11th is when it comes out. We will be covering it the following Monday. Can't wait.
Perfect.
And Jeff might even watch that episode. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I'll find out together.
You should watch Severance is so good, Jeff.
I'm as excited to find out if I watch it as you guys.
It's better than Madam Web. That ain't.
I would say why I like Silo is just because they're good at withholding information for you without you getting bored and being like, hurry the fuck up. They give you little snippets of their world at the right proper amount of time. Like finally, we figured out at least how long they've been in this silo. Like he's like it's been about 350 something years. And guess what? I don't know anything beyond that. I still don't know why.
You move on to that?
Here. And I'm just like, wait.
I absolutely agree with you.
Show in season 1 too.
I really 100% agree with you, Terry, because they really have a great way of like right when you get upset with like what the fuck is, and then boom, hit you with some other shit, and then they go to the next episode. You know, motherfucker. And so what I have realized is that I love this show even more if you can binge watch it. So if you do end up binge watching it, Jeff, it really is one of those that I felt I loved season 1 more than I'm loving this episode. I mean, this season right now. Yeah. But that's because I watched all of season 1 in like 2 days.
You know what?
Really
I
cool.
can agree with you there because I've done the opposite, where I watched season 1 episodically.
Yeah,
season 2, I've kind of been like, binging 2 or 3 episodes at a time.
Right.
And I've been enjoying season 2 more.
Yeah, like binging like does seem to work better with this kind of show, or like maybe it works to the show's benefit. Maybe that's why it's gotten so popular, because it's so frustrating at the end of every episode. Like you really want to see what happens next. And like at the end of this episode, like just talk about this ending, in Silo 17, Juliet performs a deep dive to repair the water pump for Solo and almost drowns when her air supply is cut off. After suffocating, Juliet finds evidence of after surfacing, Juliet finds evidence of a struggle and suspects there's someone else in the silo, finding that Solo is not there. I was trying to figure out another word for disappeared that started with an S to keep the alliteration going.
But I'm liking trying to pick whose side I'm on. I'm liking Common and his wife, like kind of like they're just like, we just gotta play both sides. So they're helping the rebels and they're helping what's his name, Mayor IT,
right?
IT Mayor.
IT Mayor.
And then we got, the rebels. You gotta see what their side is. And I'm sorry, I really did think what's her face was playing for the same team, and I did not expect her to hook up with Knox, the head of mechanical. I was like, I didn't see that coming.
Oh shit!
When they
Yeah,
shared
I forgot that happened. Yeah. I didn't see that coming either. I thought that
didn't see that coming.
Like, I would have seen her and Juliet before I saw her and fucking Burst Fade.
Because like there was like a little bit on the episode like 4 before they had their kiss, and they kind of like had a moment, and I'm like, are they shipping them? Like, I thought she was a lesbian. How are they shipping them? And then the next episode they kiss. I'm like, oh, I guess they were. I didn't.
Actually, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, another like thing where like watching these episodes back to back. Like,
see,
I forgot.
This is why y'all shouldn't be thinking that the WNBA players are just all lesbians. Like,
but we do get a lesbian couple. Though. Old ladies.
Yeah,
but old ladies are lesbian.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
I was like,
wait, is Caitlin Clark a lesbian?
Yeah, no, Caitlin Clark is not a lesbian. She just but I'm not hating on lesbians. What I'm saying is these male stereotypes that all female basketball players are lesbians.
Right? No, yeah, like
just like we thought this bitch was.
It's just
that's definitely out there, but
vast majority of them are. So it's
just wanted to hit the social part, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah, like that is fair. That happens a lot where that is projected a lot. But I was personally just because of all the flashbacks that they had with Becky Ferguson's character and her, with them like growing up together and just like being friends and just like growing that bond where they kind of like didn't like each other at first, but then they started to like each other. They're just kind of like it's like the first 15 minutes of every rom-com for most things, but they just really develop on that.
She lets you call her Becky.
I mean, I call her Becky.
That actually sounds like my new rap song. I might title that for my new because it sounds similar to the rap song that I have. And you know what? I might have to change the hookup to. She let you call her Becky.
She call her Becky. Like Rebecca is her professional name. You know, she likes to be.
But she let you call her Becky.
Everybody calls her Becky. You know what I'm saying?
She give me lots of Nicky. That's why she let me call her Becky.
But yeah, like honestly, like she's kind of I don't know. There might be have to be an MVP. There might have to be.
She ain't gonna let you call her Becky.
There might have to be an MVP of the year award for the Drunkies because Rebecca
do give a lot of MVPs out, especially when it doesn't hold up.
Rebecca Ferguson might be a nominee for that too because like she was Dune Part 2 and she's
the
killing
best part
Silo.
of Mission Impossible. That's for sure.
Yeah, she was great in Mission Impossible.
That movie sucked.
Well, no, then Zendaya is also like an MVP this year too.
Yeah, that
Why?
Dune, Challengers.
Dune.
Yeah.
Challengers.
Actually, never mind now.
Challengers is one. Oof, man, that movie's amazing. Yeah, a lot of people have been having good deal. Like,
Like,
yeah,
if you're into being dominated, I guess Challengers is amazing. But
have you seen Challengers? It's pretty great movie,
dude. I was just thinking about Challengers, and like, you know how like there's a pickleball craze going, like everybody loves pickleball. And I was thinking about like if it was Challengers but pickleball. And I don't know. I just thought it was pretty
I can see a 15-minute movie about.
Okay.
Exactly.
So silo question, like, or
exactly.
What do y'all think happened to the world? Like 350 years, and the world is still poisoned.
Very much so. Think that what took place. I have been saying from the beginning that whoever wrote the book that is Silo, and I just want to stress that for the people who are watching, we have never read the books.
No,
none of us have read the Silo books, and have no fucking clue that there was a Silo book till probably right around the time that I said there was a Silo book. So I think that they're probably doing this very much so like Fallout. And I actually think the book I think that the book probably is stealing from. Hold
on. There it is.
I think that the book is stealing from Fallout. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, okay.
Wait, what?
I thought the Fallout came out after. Okay.
It's the chemicals in the water that turn their frogs gay.
Hold on. Did it come out? It came out after Fallout?
I think so.
I think so.
Well, then I think that Fallout stole.
I'm not sure when the books came out. I just know there's 3 of them. So far, these 2 seasons have just been book 1. Like I was trying to read the synopsis of book 2 to be like, man, maybe I should just start reading book 2, or maybe I should jump to book 3 already if they've already covered it. And then I started reading synopsis of book 1, and I'm just like, oh, this is just season 1 and 2 so far. Is just the first book. We ain't really got to the second book at all yet.
I only know that because I watch Peter Pepper's reviews on YouTube. Shout out to Peter Peppers. I watch his stuff on there, and he apparently has read the book. Think Story is doing a lot of reviews on it as well, but he hasn't read the book. He's just a sleuther, much like myself. I'm not a sleuther. I just rewatch it. I ain't got time to be sleuthing. Our YouTube channel isn't big enough for me to sleuth. But you can make it big enough if you just like and subscribe, and maybe even throw us a little money in the chat sometime. You know, it helps. But yeah, look, it's 8 of us, nigga. Like, come on, man, help us out. You know what kind of margins that is? Trying to split the margins. Come on, man. This motherfuckers you don't even see here working. Man. Come on, man, help us out. But
the
yeah,
real show's behind the curtain. Fuck, what were you talking about?
Sorry. No, I did too much of my bit.
No, I am curious how you guys feel about this invisible character. We kind of got in a sense that someone was attacking Becky Ferguson's character in one of the earlier episodes when someone cut her rope, and now we see that someone's attacked
let you call
Solo.
Becky?
we see that someone's attacked Solo and taken him away somewhere. Do you feel like there's somebody else in the silo? Nine?
I am only 1 episode into the 2nd season.
Yeah, sorry, my goddamn.
It's only Terry
It's Terry, producer T. Do you feel like there's another person in the silo?
Definitely. I also want to see if they ever explore, like, are these silos connected? Because in like the first season, and they kind of like mentioned it. Lucas mentioned it about like, hey, I was looking at these schematics for silo, and at the very bottom where it's there's this long tunnel that goes out. somewhere. And I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I wonder if all the silos are supposed to be connected.
So upsetting.
And
Like,
also,
make
we
total
got the number. We got the number of silos. There were 50. I mean, 49 now, but you know, at one point.
Yeah.
But we also
RIP.
don't know what could have happened. If any of the other silos might have
Yeah.
also gone through what silo? What was it? 17.
let me tell you
went through?
something. Y'all are making me so goddamn mad, and I can't even stand it not to say it right now. I'm looking at myself on the screen on the replay, and I'm going through it. And you know why? Because I don't have the buttons to hit the silo with the solo and the silo. Y'all keep saying solo and silo. If God damn it, if I can't fucking hit the...
It's okay. We got it right here. We got it right here.
I like your sweater, your jumper.
I wore this for
Invincible Fight Girl.
Invincible Fight Girl. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what's
like
up.
it. I like
Makes
it.
sense.
Whose house? Kame's house.
Kame's house.
Everybody said something different. Goddamn. That's amazing. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I just want to see if these silos are connected and can they like communicate with each other? Did something happen to where I feel like if you made these 50 silos, you kind of wanted them to like be connected and talk with each other. They're the last like what is it? What were they hold 500,000 people? They're holding the last 500,000 people of America.
I do think
We know they're in
connected.
America. We figured that out. That they're at least
And we
in
know
America.
that they're 50. We know that they're in America. We know that there are 50 of them. We know they've been there for 350 years. And we know that some dude, what's his name? Salvatore
Quinn.
Quinn.
Right.
I was going to say Salvatore Caroni almost.
I'm
For
sure.
real. Salvatore Quinn.
Gotcha.
Excuse me if I burped in the microphone, but God damn it, we don't have a mute button. But if Salvatore Quinn is the one who knows about all this other stuff, like I think that somehow leads us right into the ability to go between silos.
Yeah,
because
And
Lucas
that
has
would be
already
very
seen.
Fallout-esque for sure.
I think it's very Fallout-esque.
Yeah,
one of them stole it from the other.
I almost feel like maybe this, like the silo 18, our home silo, I'll call it that, may back in Salvador Quinn might have purposely separated themselves when they had that rebellion they talk about. I feel like maybe maybe something was wrong with the other silos command or something, and he was like, you know what? Fuck y'all.
Go ahead. No, I was. Go ahead.
Well, one of the things that I've really appreciated about this show, or at least this season, is how they have these parallels of what's happening in the silo with Tim Robbins and everybody, and what's happening with Juliet, while she's discovering what happened in Steve Zahn's silo, because. You know, like even with Tim Robbins taking this guy on to be his shadow, it feels like he's what would be Solo. Like, 20 years down the road, he is going to be the person who is stuck in that vault, like holding shit down. Because, like, I feel like one episode, Tim Robbins is going to be like, "Don't let anybody in."
I think that we know that they've been here for 350 years. I think that this has been a trope through the many years. The elders, if you will, were able to compute that these things were going to happen because they got algorithms like we do, right? They got our technology or more advanced.
It seems like they were they're clearly more advanced than what we are today,
engineering wise, but not.
So they got to be in like the year 2400, right?
Really? No. No. Like they really are only engineering wise more what do you call it, intelligent than us, or the technology engineering wise is better, because right now in this country we could never do anything like that or get anything like that done because of the bureaucracy bullshit that we deal with. But I do think that everything that we've seen technology wise, like electronic technology wise, the little things that IT has, I believe that that's really all basic shit that we have now. Now it might be more advanced, like being Apple. Siri
I don't know
don't
that iPad.
I don't want Siri to. I don't want Siri to hear me, but God damn it, Siri, you don't be doing shit right sometimes. God damn it. And then the Gemini, you be fucking up, nigga. So I don't even know who to trust.
I'd say they're at least like gotta be like the year 2040, 2050 when shit went down.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I would fuck with that. Because I feel like it's a little bit. Well, at least that's when the whatever event took place. That's at least whenever that happened. So maybe
I would say that like when the event took place is probably like 20 or 30 years from now.
So this is probably like 23.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he did say 35 years ago, Bernard said 35 years ago, something happened to the other silo 17.
Right.
And so we know that's how we know that Solo is one of the kids. Right.
He'd be much older.
Speculation on the internet, but he clearly was a kid. So he wasn't a shadow, but he was able to somehow gain access to the legacy, to the vault, where he could be safe from whoever is in the silo fucking his ass up.
Stay low style like.
I feel like that's.
I feel like whoever Solo was might have like knew he was about to die. Maybe like Solo got shot during the rebellion, and he like put the kid in there and be like, "Look, tell him that you're Solo. Say my name is," because it's voice. I don't know if it's like voice recognition, but I guess it just goes by the name and just be like, "Your name is Solo now. You are the IT shadow. Go into this room and say those words. That is you," and like put them in there for safekeeping.
I don't know what happened.
Because the way he keeps acting, I feel like the last thing someone told him before that person died was like, you need to do this. You cannot let anybody in there. You tell that to like 11, 12-year-old, they're going to do it to the T and forever. They're going to do it forever.
I
ain't met
have
nobody
no idea
else.
what's going on because that is the only place where food is. Like that's the only source of food in the silo right now.
Right.
So I don't think
confusing the hell out of me. That's
I don't think Solo's lying on purpose.
I think he's lying on purpose.
He's lying on purpose, but I don't think he means it maliciously.
Malice, yeah. There's
no, definitely. But I think what he's not telling is leading both of them into danger.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking child.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get him in trouble.
But how old is this person, like, for real though?
Well,
he looks like he's in his 40s.
Right. Okay. So 35 years ago, the
was it 35 or 25?
He said 35. Bernard said 35. So that means that he's got to be Solo has to be at least like 45, 55.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's basically probably playing his real age.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm interested to see how his story is gonna evolve or like start to get revealed, because he's telling a lot of lies, and I feel like there's a lot to be revealed about what happened in this liar.
I did do a little snooping in the book.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
There's some more. There's some good stuff coming up. I had to like stop reading the Wikipedia part because I was just trying to figure out where in the book I should read and start up from, like finishing this season. I was like, I'm not supposed to read the first one.
You're supposed to be reading the book.
Yeah.
Not if you don't want nothing ruined.
Don't read ahead of the class.
But
now I feel like I'm gonna like once this season ends, I'm gonna start. I'll pick up the book.
But guys, let us know what you thought of Silo.
Silo, CC.
What you thought of this season? Drunky's nominee. Producer T9. Have you guys been watching our next topic? Do you know what the last topic of the night is?
I mean,
Jeff knows.
Why do you think I came all this way?
Seaway.
Producer T.
I really wish at times like these I would pre-record my voice so I could stare off into the camera and then you can hear my voice talking. I'm in love with the old Duke. We're talking Duke, aren't we?
We are. Like, yeah, like guys, please check out our Does It Hold Up episode where we talk about the 1984 Dune. It's a great conversation. Lots of bits.
Well, we're about to talk right now. I ain't fixing it. I gotta get it. I gotta help you.
I gotta call this one Dune. Every time I just see the way it's written, I was like, "That's a C. You're making the movie Duke." Let's get into it.
Dunkirk.
Hey, may thy ninth chip and shatter.
I gotta ask real quick. Gotta go in real quick. We're talking about episode 6. We're talking about episode
finale.
6, the finale. Now we couldn't talk about it last week because we weren't here live, but and we didn't want to shortchange you. We didn't want to shortchange you, so
I did.
I gotta ask right now, Jeff. Jeff did want to shortchange you, but because he can't, Jeff. How did you feel about the finale of Dune Prophecy?
I will.
And also, how did you feel about the whole series?
Same answer. Best episode of a trash series.
Oh!
The episode was good. It was the first great episode. I don't even know if it was great. It was the first really good episode we got. Which pisses me off even more when they made it an hour and 21 minutes. And like everything leading up to the you could have done this the whole time. Okay.
I fell asleep in some of the earlier episodes.
Yeah, that's correct.
I didn't even watch these last ones, so I'm going to bounce out right now, gentlemen. So I don't spoil.
Oh, okay.
Top Boy season 2. They're begging for a Top Boy season 2. Producer Terry and more.
Then I've been tempted to make another Top Boy related video that skips way ahead because this one's been on my mind. But the Who Killed Sully?
Do it,
dude. Did you re-upload your Atlanta video?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go get it. Go over there and get that, y'all.
It's a giant flop, and but it is also the most fire video that I've probably ever created. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Should go over there and check that out.
But yeah, and then Black History Month is coming up, so probably we'll expect something.
I gotta make a video for Black History Month.
Black History Month.
I'm gonna be out, guys.
Peace, T. Take it easy. 9. Have you been watching Prophecy?
Yeah.
What's your opinion so far? Well, not so far, but about the whole series in general.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Actually, I really do like it a lot, and I understand that there has been some slow episodes, but I am just like so invested within the lore of this TV show and the like whole story that when it does all come back together, I was just like, oh, I want to rewatch all of this shit. And it only being 6 episodes, that's what bugs me the most. But I am really excited for what they're going to be making out of the Dune universe. And I feel like this, without like doing any of the spoilers or whatever, I feel like this was kind of like, can we do this without like Denis Villeneuve? And I think they can. I think they can really do it. They have the star power, or at least the actors and actresses that are part of it. I think they have the lore that can be expanded upon. And that 6-episode season that we got is literally just the beginning for someone to just like be like, okay, I'm starting to wrap my head around this whole gigantic thing that's going on. So yeah, sign me up.
Unfortunately, I feel like this wasn't made for people who haven't watched read the Dune books. So that's why I feel, you left your drink over there. You want it?
It's empty.
Oh, good. Cool.
I don't think I've ever heard Alex sound so depressed.
It's
gone.
It's gone.
Like my
Just
soul.
like my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew where he was going with that one.
Alex is like, I cut this. We're ending it now.
But Alex, how did you feel about this series and this episode? Well, this episode and then the series.
Yeah, this episode I feel like is one of the stronger episodes, but it's also just kind of like a weird. I don't know. Like I always felt like HBO Max, after watching his Dark Materials, was like a really this medium was a really great opportunity to use these the narrative of a book, which is like very episodic and just like you have to take a really long time to flesh out all these ideas and these characters and these storylines. I felt like that was really well executed in his Dark Materials, at least the first season. That's the only one that I watched. But I was like, oh man, like this can be really well executed in this medium. And I don't know. I feel like this show kind of, I don't know, like maybe it's like the pacing or whatever. Like I just feel like it wasn't really well.
What about the last episode?
Executed. Except for like a few episodes, including the last episode. Like the last episode, I feel like was really strong, but it was just more just making me excited about what's gonna happen next. So like I was just like, nah. I mean, this is really cool.
Cliffhanger.
All this is really dope.
Should have been an episode.
I'm really excited about the next season, but
4.
We could have maybe told the next story and the story that was in this season in like the same amount of episodes, but just like cut it down a little bit.
Would have been. I have two questions for both of you, for all of you. First question is: do you think,
except people on Twitter,
barely heard?
Do you think that it would have been better if they dropped it all at once? And then 2, what do you think is like the weakest episode?
It would have been better if they dropped it all at once, because they only dropped 6 episodes, and the reason that you feel like it's shitty is because 6 episodes is where everything starts getting good. And if it would only been, if it had at least been 8, it would have been a fucking decent series. Alex.
Yeah, I mean, like, depending on how you cut it up, like, you know, you could make it 6 episodes, you can make it 4 episodes. Like, the story needs to be as long as the story needs to be, but like, what was the question?
Well, like, yeah, so
would have been
the
better
second
episodic
one,
all at once. What was the weakest episode?
Okay, so the weakest episode.
Yeah, I didn't answer the last question, but
I don't know. Like,
well, answer the first question.
I feel like the flashback episode where they just only. I don't know. Like,
weakest episode is the first 2 episodes, man. I'll answer it.
I think that the first episode was really strong. I don't know. Yeah,
no, it's fucking terrible. All this
They
shit
ended it by killing a kid.
bad.
They did a good job.
The beginning is just
It
bad.
was horrific.
3rd episode was the one where they killed all the Atreides, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the best episode.
That was the Game of Thrones episode. That was the Game.
That was the second to the best episode, because I think the last episode was the best, but that was the second to the best episode because they made me think this is gonna get good.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Like,
I'll be right back. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, they had a lot of great moments in the season. Like, there was never an episode where I didn't feel like they had at least one great moment, which is hard to say that there's like my least favorite episode.
Exactly.
But
okay. Let me bounce it to Jeff then.
So I just don't think it would have made a difference if they dropped it all at once than doing it episodically. I don't know if one would be better than the other. I just don't think I would have cared either way. As for the worst episode, I don't even remember what happened in episode 4, so I'm going to guess that one. It's I mean, out of the ones I remember, I would say 2. But I think the big thing for me is, because now I have a question. I think the biggest issue was they chose the wrong main character. I don't think they should have been following Twilight. Sorry, not Twilight. Her sister Valeria. I don't think they should have been following Valeria. I think if they had followed someone else in the story, but still gave her a strong story arc, I think it would have been better. And so if that's the case, who do you guys think would have been a better person to be like the main character that we have all the other characters around?
So what I want to explain with my questioning is that like I think it would have been a lot better if they did
blipped it.
Yeah, just like put all 6 episodes all at once, let us binge it or whatever. Just because again, we're not really thinking about this as an episodic thing, rather more than like a really kind of like fast-paced Game of Thrones introductory like thing into this universe. Now I do think that if it covered you know, a not the Mother Superior, but like a Bene Gesserit that was just like coming into this situation, then that would be a lot more interesting.
Like the young redhead one.
Yeah.
Like, and like we would have been like, okay, like there's so much shit that's going on here. And then like the one that is like not that is immune, that has been immune to the dream psychosis.
Right, the only one who hasn't had the dreams.
We were following her, and like that would have been like a very interesting thing to go by.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that like we've seen that sort of mechanic used a lot. We've seen that.
I also agree.
We've seen that kind of mechanic used a lot in movies and TV shows where we just have like this outsider introduced into this fantastical world, so like the audience can be introduced into it as well. Like, and I feel like either the Vinnie Jones's daughter. No, not Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones.
Not Vinnie Jones.
You talking about the gangster who used to sell crack? You talking about Vinnie Jones who used to sell drugs to
Princess Swordfighter?
Yeah, Princess Swordfighter. Like either have her be like our intro into the Bene Gesserit, or have that character, or like have like it be like sort of a two-hander where like we're being introduced into that world by both of these characters because they're both like very different. Getting introduced into this world, and like also it may even like play into how it divides by the end of the season, where like the Bene Gesserit is kind of divided into two factions. I feel like there's a lot that was like kind of left on the table as far as the way that the narrative was executed. Even though like there's a lot of things I loved about this show.
If you didn't read this book, you not really gonna.
Like I didn't read any of like the prequels from his sons. Frank Herbert's sons took on the mantle of like making all these other books. Right. They are like critically lampooned basically because they are just not their fathers.
Some people don't even consider it. Some people don't even consider it canon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, some people are just
care. Are we caring about that?
No, most people are like,
that's not good enough.
Well, like that's the thing.
I'm on page 5. I'll bet I can get to the end by the end of this podcast.
No, I mean I love that book, so hopefully. But I think for this, actually, can you do the breakdown of the finale? Just goes.
Let's
talk about actually the finale. Let's talk about what we're talking about.
Ulysses real quick. I also thought it would have been interesting if the sword teacher was the main character. I think he would have been a good one to follow as well.
Sword teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying to get into your apartment this entire time, Jeff. By the way, I've been trying to get into your apartment the entire time, but it won't work.
And sword teacher he's like we just played Will Turner. He's very much a Will Turner type character in this world. And yeah, like it would have been cool if we focused more on those characters rather than the characters that we've all said that were kind of disappointing. But
that's not good enough.
I like the characters. All of the characters, to be honest.
my least favorite character is the character that we focus on the most, which is Valia.
Oh,
Vulva.
Or at least
Vulva, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't you start being disrespectful.
Older Vulva, because I like younger Vulva. I think that she's great.
I don't.
But
so many people do.
But episode 6.
Dumbest joke I've ever made.
You didn't see that coming?
It was good. It was a good one.
Episode 6. Tula sees Valia order Dortia's suicide, then reveals her pregnancy. Valia shows Tula a Nero and plans mating Davico to Natalia. Wait, what?
Nigga, what did you say, nigga?
You gotta fact check AI.
Did you say Navato?
No thinking machines.
Let me tell you something. You gotta use Chat GPT. You gotta stop using that.
That was just Wikipedia. That one was just Wikipedia.
Oh, you know what? That was
had
Wikipedia.
a stroke while they were
that was
Wikipedia.
I told you about motherfucking Wikipedia. I told you. I said, Alex, you a better writer than Wikipedia.
I just gotta go in and edit Wikipedia for everything like 20 minutes before we're about to go.
Seriously, because that's when it happens. This is when the tragedies happen.
You know, like that nonsense does talk about a little bit.
That's the breakdown of this episode again. I need to go to bed.
No, I do want to talk about just like the Bene Gesserit, because obviously that's one of the main focuses of this series. If we were going to get more than one season, and we see like the deceit and everything of Tula and Valia's characters. They're pretty fucked up, and we see the precipice of that in this the finale. Nine, what did you think of just like how everything like kind of like came to pass with what's the name, Lilia's character, where she gets inherited by Dortia, and it shows everybody how corrupt the Bene Gesserit really are.
Okay, that's a lot of names. Lilia.
Yeah, man, you gotta just start. I don't know why you doing all that. The entire fucking series hadn't called nobody by their name. Hadn't called one person by their name. The whole series. Now we're gonna hit them with the Bene Gesserit and the Lula, Italian, Tula, and the motherfucking ruler.
I watched this like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
All I'm saying right now is that when
Lilia is also Lila.
Bene Gesserit splitting.
That's what
when, like there's different things that are like coming to okay, all right, I can do this.
200th episode, everybody. 200th episode. You know,
I'm just
200 episode. Thank you so much for putting up with us for all these 200 episodes. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Sorry. Nine, you were making a point.
I mean, I just wish I had reference footage, then I would be able to.
Oh man, get out of here.
Lila's the little girl thrown in the casket who got cocained until her eyes turned blue.
Okay, cool.
Who else are we talking about?
So then she literally becomes her ancestor or whatever.
Yeah, her ancestor's like, I love you, so I'm just going to murder you and live in your body.
Yeah. And then
her great grandma's a fucking squatter.
How all of this started. And it's been okay. So I really like that.
Grandmother's a squatter is amazing.
Because what we know. Well, the thing that this show I think does good is that, again, we know that 10,000 years in the future, this all culminates into what Paul Atreides and Timothy Chalamet.
Paulie boy.
Yeah,
when you were seeing this strife, you're like, whoa, there was a lot of brick building to actually make this shit happen. And the people, not only were they not very good at like starting this shit off, like everybody seemed to know that they were fucking around. So I think that, like, it's pretty interesting that like we still get to that place, but it's like there must have been something going on in this interim that's just like full trust in the Bene Gesserit. So I really like that there's that conflict because they try to make them seem like this Jedi all-knowing people that, you know, are just have these plans within plans and plans and plans or whatever. But they had no idea really what they were up against and what they were building to and how they were going to take control. But I would rather talk about a different character, but I want to know what you guys think about that shit too.
Yeah, like this was I did really I'm actually gonna play a quick clip from this episode.
So you did have a video reference.
Sorry, no, calm your nerves, Neil. This is not what you think. Just this is more referencing toward what Matt was talking about.
Thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
Is burning cities to the ground.
So yeah. So that board goes in line with
I'm done. I'm done with this goddamn show. This podcast. Burn it all down, bro.
I was just trying to emphasize your point. Now.
Shout out to the 4 people watching. Shout out to the 5 people who are watching now.
May thy nice chip and chatter.
May thy nice chip and chatter. I do want to talk about like one of the more tragic moments of this episode, where we get Emperor Vinnie Jones having this like moment where he realizes he's just been a puppet by the Bene Gesserit his entire life. It's very like weird Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, you got that too?
Situation.
I did too. I was like, yo, Romeo.
Was it though? Because technically, she didn't try and kill herself.
Romeo and Juliet.
She was murder killed.
Yeah,
Romeo and Juliet esque.
Yeah, there's an S.
And we don't know that Juliet wasn't actually killed. You know?
Yeah. There was no footage.
There was no footage. No body. No death. Yeah. Hey.
Let me just
play very much a body.
I just want to play a quick clip of the behind the scenes of this. I want to make sure I play the right one.
It's a strange thing when you finally realize you've never known one true moment of freedom, but I can control this.
Natalia feels from the end of episode 5 on that Francesca has displaced her, and she sees a moment to reclaim her central power, and she is ruthless about it.
Okay.
Totally ruthless.
I've never.
She was supposed to be the emperor.
Wasn't paying attention.
I've never connected with one of his characters more than that moment. The only way I can be free is just kill myself to get out of the fucking. I love when Alex shows clips.
It's the real clip. But no, I think that his character, the fact that like literally you're just like realizing that you can't believe shit, anything at all. And I've been played by everybody in my life.
Boy, you ain't took a shit that we ain't want you to.
So, exactly.
That?
Like, come on now.
It's an awful feeling. Yeah.
Whenever you wanted to beat your dick, that's when we was there. Sorry, Joe,
that was one of the best things about this episode. Not only like, wow, that's a big reaction, but like also like that makes that's the reaction you should have when you realize that sort of thing, and that how like you have all that anger, and the person that you are angry at, you can't do anything about it. I mean, like him going. The only weird thing was like, why the gut? Why stab yourself in the gut? Just like, I mean, we've seen it nonstop in this show, just a little. But anyway, the only thing,
well, I mean, like, you're literally being forced to do that.
But the interesting thing is, I'm sorry, was that blonde woman the director, the writer? I don't know.
Yeah,
I know we've had her on before.
She was the showrunner. Yeah,
the showrunner. Thank you.
She's directed some episodes. Yeah,
she was very much right in the sense where, like, the Empress has been feeling like she's being pushed out by Mistress, which shock. But the one thing is, that's the sort of thing that should have been flushed out more. Like, yes, we know it happened, but I mean, like, because it was, like she said, at the end of episode 5 is when they started exploring that, and this is episode 6, you had to rush it in so quickly. It feels like just like pie to the face, as opposed to like, let us get there with you. Like, let us come along on this journey. You're not supposed to just like hold up a sign that says she's pissed. Show us, you know.
Only thing I would say about the Emperor and the Empress is that, I mean,
cute couple.
You shouldn't expect anybody to like want to be with somebody who they were forced to be with. Like, the pussy is always going to be better with the one you wanted to get with than the one you was forced to get with. You know what I'm talking about?
Amen.
So
amen.
hot, actually, so I was.
Who was hot?
Francesca, the Benny.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like,
she was one of them hot Indian ladies.
Yeah,
you know?
She was one of the most beautiful women on the show.
I don't even think you need to imprint on him.
Right.
I'll
say this.
Young her females, like,
and young her.
Sorry, I'm not trying to get canceled. Sorry. Young her was what? Well, young her was what?
Young Francesca was beautiful too.
Yes. Very,
and I will say, like,
people except for the main characters.
Main Benny and the young Hurst weird ass wicked tooth.
Dude, right? Sorry.
She was pulling a jewel.
I do think like the casting for Valia and Tula are for like young them and old them are incredible. Like, there were so many times where I was just like, God damn, if you were to tell me that this was just like young Tula and old person makeup, I would totally believe that.
If you told me that
their casting is phenomenal.
If you told me that this same casting director is the same one from House of the Dragon, then I would totally believe you, because HBO has seriously good casting when it comes to
Oswald Cobblepot. Yeah,
dude,
they know where all the white people are. Yeah, they know how to find them.
They got.
I don't know why I said that. Anyway,
it's because I'm rubbing off on you. You gotta quit sitting so close to me.
But let's talk about this. Like like speaking of
something else to talk about.
Speaking of Valia and Tula and our crazy demented Duncan Idaho.
Oh man,
find
he
out
wrote that down somewhere. My crazy demented Duncan Idaho. I know he did. I know he wrote it down.
Because. We do find out that he is the son of Tula. We find out that there's this whole tragic adoption situation that goes on with them, and he is kind of like this, like, sort of baby Moses Luke Skywalker situation that's going on out here.
Baby Moses Luke Skywalker.
He's got a lot of things going on.
Baby Moses Anakin Skywalker.
I do want to play this clip real quick of like when we get the meeting of Valia, when Valia meets demented Duncan Idaho for the first time, and it's kind of like a really badass scene. It's like one of my favorite scenes of this season.
Stay where you are. Defend me. Kill him.
Yeah, that was really fucking badass, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's when I was just like, oh yeah, she's so dangerous. She's really the only one that has the voice at this time until they like start treat, that becomes like a basic Benny Gesserit thing.
Does she have it? I mean, she's not the only one. She taught it to
No,
the
no.
other-
At this point,
but she's like the one that.
Oh,
yeah, no, but remember,
hers is also stronger.
Remember her followers, and that includes Indian girl. I can't remember her name. Francesca. Yeah, all of them crew. Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
But that was just like something that she.
I'm just saying. All I'm
I'm
saying is that we've established, or they have established in the show that
Sissy,
at
Lovely, and
least
Crispy.
It's possible.
that it
For other
no
people
that
to learn.
no. They've established that at least those people I think it's the
they're
four
the
of them.
ones that,
They're the ones who, or at least, even if the other ones don't know it, these ones knows it. And also remember the followers of I can't remember who killed herself or was forced to kill herself, but
Daynetta,
yeah. So remember the followers of her or these new followers of her, they don't know how to say, they don't know how to do the voice.
Right.
They don't know how to voice it up.
Right.
So even
why
if
nobody's turning chairs around.
exactly, which is why you will fail. You will try. I love. When I get a chance to do my fucking Christian Hayden, or I used to say Hayden Christensen, but I started putting some respect on his name.
Yeah, that's how you really pronounce this, Christian Hayden.
Christian Hates.
I honest to God did not know.
Christ-like.
I completely forgot that I actually had a clip of that because I did want to show how like that really the I'm just gonna play it.
Liz, thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
So yeah, that just kind of like
set
shows
off
how
fucking nuclear bombs everywhere I can think of until the fallout washes over the earth and destroys.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jeff. Not gonna lie to you, Jeff. Not gonna lie to you, Jeff. When this podcast ends, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
I mean, like,
And
I
that's
just feel
my
like that's
Christmas
I feel like that's a
Send
good
me a
clip
finger.
for the
Send me the
dynamic
finger that he
thing.
uses to.
Yeah, in a box, a small pine box.
I feel like one day
I want to
Ophelia's
marry
is
her
gonna show up
even
at my
more
house.
just to have her tell you to fuck off.
Ophelia's left because that was on. He's no longer. You saying that he's not here. He's like, I have to leave now.
I called
So-
Tibbs so long ago.
Oh God.
All
right,
Neil, were you about to say something?
Final thought.
So we
Jeff.
get Viagra telling Vulva at the end about her son. Man, I was so hoping she was gonna kill Viscance or whatever her name is, Velveteen. I thought it would have been better.
Velveteen
I
must
thought it would have
die.
been so good because it was.
How would she kill her? How?
Voice her?
Well, she
would've voiced
voiced
her.
her.
She can't.
She-
voice her.
No, she did.
She
stopped
did.
her.
She stopped her.
She stopped her from killing.
She's
her.
about
And
to
remember-
kill. She's about
and
to kill
that's-
the demented
So
Duncan
she
Idaho.
voiced her, and then they did the flashback back
EDI.
to young them,
This-
and they
Yeah.
showed her kind of like just doing a little. She had a look on her face where it's like, oh, she knows more than she's letting on. So like I thought she was going to show her power there and be like, no. I've let you think you are the spider pulling the strings. Really, you just didn't realize you were another fly.
Yeah, that's what should have happened. Hashtag killed. What's her name? Vulva.
Viagra.
That was a cool moment. Like, and I feel like it was so tense because I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, one of the things I wished would have
I knew what
happened,
was going to happen. That's what was upsetting. Continue.
or I was kind of hoping what would happen is like after she used the voice on Valia, she was just gonna like cut the eye out of demented Duncan Idaho's head.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
thought that was
this is all we need to do.
Right?
It's like
I don't know what you
like,
mean.
it's like in his like.
He pulls out
spinal
a Morton,
too.
what's it? Morton spyware, Morton antivirus.
Yeah.
Just like yeah.
Because especially after that monologue about how like we're both monsters, I thought she was gonna be like, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be a monster. Like, like I thought that would be a good moment for her to just like mutilate her son, but also appreciated that closeness, like how she was trying to make that connection with him. And it was kind of shitty how he was just like, all right, take her away to
I love that part.
dungeon.
No, they're gonna.
I was worried he was gonna let her go.
So much.
He's got to go
Because,
put her in
like-
prison because he got to reconcile with her.
I just didn't
because
like
it leads up to such a good thing for season 2 because
Well, yeah, it has to.
can show his way of
It better.
changing to her side. Like I did not know that I was going to like send you off like Moses and you're going to fucking become this motherfucker. I thought I was sending you to a
Moses?
good family. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, you got superpowers.
Like, what the fuck? It's like, how the fuck did you do that? It's just like, but then he also did not expect to have like such tenderness shown to him when he like confronted like he thought they were like pure evil. This whole time. And I thought that was like very interesting that he was just like, you know what? Send her, send her away because she's dangerous to me and to what I'm trying to do.
This will be the seed of doubt that is the cause of his internal conflict in season 2. He'll go there. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get information on the Benny and the Jets," but instead it'll be him going and talking to his mom, and like, and then he starts feeling close to her and stuff. Yeah,
and the fact that they're going to Arrakis, right? And that seems to be a place that he really doesn't want to return to.
Well, we know for a fact that we know for a fact that 10,000 years before Dune 1, there was a myth implanted on Arrakis by the Bene Gesserit and the Jets.
Yeah.
So this may be the beginning of that.
Lisa and Gabib.
And that's a cool implication. And that's a cool implication. And I also like the fact that like there were all these teases about like these blue eyes. Everybody kind of assumed that it was Paul's blue eyes.
It was the new. It was the version of was it Mephisto?
Oh yeah. Like everybody
fucking,
just like going off.
Everybody literally thought like that was. I was like, is it Paul? Is it his son Leto? Like who
hashtag Mephisto must die. Go ahead.
But no, I like
having a concussion.
I like the idea of just like because there are so many people who have said like I wish that this TV series. I wish that this TV series would have started when the robot war happened.
Yeah,
but I feel like this is a way of us getting the robot thinking machine versus humans conflict in this sort of interesting time period.
I would say that the sons of what's his name? Nine.
The sons
the writer of the book.
Oh, Frank Herbert.
The sons of Frank Herbert, them niggas are stupid. Fuck them motherfuckers. this series is stupid. They got rid of the machines, but they started back using machines. Like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that stupid
what do you
shit.
mean?
What you mean? What I mean? I mean, goddamn it! Like this shit is stupid. That's what I mean.
You're like
sense.
I'm saying the story is stupid, but like as
Okay,
far as the
takes a while for all that shit to phase out.
overall, it doesn't make sense. It's
Until
like
they,
kids
actually-
trying to fucking make. It's like me hearing the story of the tortoise and the hare, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the spaces between.
Okay, exactly. So yeah, I definitely believe that when Frank Herbert set up all of this lore, it did not need to be explored.
It just needed to be
Did
told.
not need to be explored. It's just like, oh, this is very interesting plot points to what the world of that we're living in. I don't think it really needs to be explored, but here we are, and I do think it's kind of cool and interesting. So,
give me 10 episodes next year. I'm gonna come to HBO and talk to somebody now.
yeah, at least 8. At least 8.
And just make them all the same fucking length. I don't need
Yeah,
a 30-minute episode, a 40-minute episode,
That
an
was weird,
hour and
too.
20-minute fuck you.
That should have been. That should have been in the Actors and the Writers Guild
Contract.
demands and their
Yeah.
demands for the strike. How was that not in there? Because we got to get rid of this bullshit.
Well, that's what I was saying. They should have dropped all of these all at once. All I'm saying. I think it would have been a lot
Dune
more
series. Yeah, that
Dune series.
Yeah,
It would
I
have been
would agree with that.
all at once. I think it would have been 6 episodes all at once. I think it would have been a lot better than.
I think it would have been
waiting.
everywhere, everything everywhere all at once.
And just looking at the ratings for these episodes this season, first episode was 7.5, second episode 7.7, episode 3 7.4, episode 4 7.8, episode 5 7.7, and the last episode is the highest rated at 8.3.
It's like, like
I'm
Jeff
kind of
said,
surprised
like
that
Jeff said. That response is just what Jeff said. Oh, you could have been doing this all along, because I would give you a 9, but goddamn it, this was fucking what the show was supposed to be. Like.
I'm kind of surprised that like another episode did not cross the 8 punchline.
Not me.
You know,
I was bored until 45.
The thing is that like I am okay
hours,
with people plotting and scheming in rooms, like just talking to each other, plotting and scheming in rooms. I like that shit a lot.
I do. I just wish we got more of that.
Yeah, and also
like
less a Club Dune.
Yeah,
I hate Club Dune. I fucking hate Club Dune so much.
Yeah, shout out to Club Dune, sponsor of this show. Club Dune.
Yeah, I actually love Club Dune. I go to Club Dune every day. They have a spice cover.
Hire better management staff.
Use promo code Club Dune
if you
20% off.
Ladies get in free after 8, but if you got the spice, you can also get in free.
But also, also use IMDb ratings as a grain of salt, because there's no episode of 3 Body Problem that's over 8.5.
But that's because people are retarded, or not retarded, but incapable of doing math.
Actually, I don't think there's one that's over 8. I think they're all in the 7.5.
Yeah, man, give me a shot. Give me a cheers. We got to end the show. This is episode 200. We're ending the show at longer than we've done in a very long time, and we apologize. But there was 2 weeks of fucking shit to talk about, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
All of this.
Thank all.
Yeah,
25
we've been talking about a lot of shit. We're gonna be a little light next week, since 2 shows have their finales. But I think we should talk about our top 10 best and top 10 worst movies of the year. Why not?
Right now?
No, next week.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, bro.
Next week.
Next week. I'm ADHD and the fuck out. I made a lasso for some reason.
I was also about to ask this question from Buddha Cafe. You guys going online for New Year's Eve? Are you guys doing that? Or
I would be
doing that last year.
I'm gonna play video games.
I have plans on New Year's Eve, so I will not be able to do any of that.
I have to. I have plans as well, but I should be here. I might jump on, but if I jump on, it'll be for a very brief amount of time. And
we might jump on to just say hello.
We're really basically just jump on and say hello to each other, but more so just like that's.
We might just text each other at midnight.
Midnight. That's the thing. Midnight happens different for everybody, so that's what I'm saying. I'll probably just jump on. It'll probably not be midnight here yet when I jump on, so I'll just jump on.
I will be watching The Mummy and trying to time it up so that right at midnight, Rick says, "Here we go again."
Amazing.
Good job. Good luck, man. You know how it goes.
Yeah, you should just
start The Mummy at 11:21 and 43 seconds p.m.
You should just stream that. That should be. You should have that.
That's it.
Going
and the second
live.
he says it, just turn it off.
Yep.
Don't even finish the
Let's
movie.
end of this stream. Let's end of this stream.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna have a similar challenge for myself. I'm gonna try to watch Ocean's 11 at the same time where it's because that also happens at New Year's Eve, right?
The
No,
movie doesn't happen at New Year's Eve. He
man.
just says,
No.
"Here we go again."
Yeah.
So I'll have him say that for 20.
You should watch Forrest Gump and watch until you get to New Year's Eve with Lieutenant Dan.
Oh God.
That's what you should do.
Okay.
I found you one. I found you a movie to do.
That'd be a good one.
Look, that's a good one, man.
I just said
So yeah,
that's a
the
good
answer Buddha Cafe's question, I might jump on, dog. If you're gonna be here, I'll jump on. I'm tired of jumping on. Ain't nobody here when it's special occasions, and I jump on. Nobody's here.
Last year, I think we did that. It was
We did. We had like a party. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll do it. I'll jump on. I love y'all. So fuck it. I'll jump on.
But Neil, where can the people find you on the interwebs?
If you start watching Forrest Gump at exactly 10:38 and 57 seconds p.m., you will be celebrating the new year with Lieutenant Dan.
Wow, that's crazy that motherfucking internet's got that shit.
I love the internet. It's undefeated.
You can find me.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Wait. What did you say?
You can find me. Ha! I lassoed it. You can try and Skype me. I'm so ADD. You can try and Skype me at Cheadle's driveway at littledickie2.com. It's
oh yeah,
it's
because
of
hackers.
You can try and find Jeff Madel on Facebook at MadelJeff on Instagram. But as always, the easiest way, find me here on Monday nights on the Drunk Banthas and NerdsatNite podcast channels.
That's right, baby. That's right. This is ugly. This is nasty
Don't
work
like this.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is nasty work.
Every
right
part
here.
of this is the worst that it has been.
It's like a Picasso painting. 9, where can the people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me 9 Nerd Yards. That's on YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, Blue Sky.
They don't do live yet.
They don't do live yet. But I have a new video completely fixed on the Atlanta series finale. It's a huge flop right now. And if other people watched it, you know, I think some of it is some of my best work. And everybody that has watched it, thank you so much, and I love the comments and everything. And yeah, you're gonna find me in 2025, baby.
Got him.
You get me off of this big screen? Bye.
No. We're keeping it up. We're keeping it up.
No, man,
Consider
please. No, I definitely really loved your latest video, guys. Please check it out. Check out the 9 Nerd Yards channel. Check out the NerdsAtNite channel. Check out Drunk Bantha's channel. Check out all of our nerdy shit.
My bad. Scream 3 video. Every clue in Scream 3.
Yeah, and let me tell you where they can find me at. You ain't letting me say nothing.
Bill, where can the people find you?
You can find me. You can find me. You can find me somewhere rolling on dubs, smoking blunts, on the Drunk Banthas channel and NerdsAtNite channel, and also on the Bantha Bunch Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Pacific time, not specific time. It's a specific time, and that time is 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, come and join us. We'll be talking about the Outlaw Johnny Black this week, and we'll be talking a bunch of shit. I might even talk about politics, but I definitely will be talking about the things that I don't like or I'm tired of hearing. Rather, it's called the shit Bill's tired of hearing. That's the segment I did.
The specific Pacific time. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little pirates. And may the force be with you.
You got